I miss you and I can't sleep. Right after coffee, or right when I can't eat. I miss you in my front seat. Still got 10 in my sweaters from that we don't remember. Do you miss me like I miss you? Messed around, got attached to you. Friends can break your heart too, and I'm always tired, but never of you. If I pull a you on you, you wouldn't like that shit. I put this real out, but you wouldn't like that shit. I type a text, but then I never mind that shit. I got these feelings, but you never mind that shit. Oh, keep it on the low. You're still in love with me, but your friends don't know. If you wanted me, you would just say so. And if I were you, I would never let me go. I hate you, I love you, I hate that I love you. Don't want to, but I can, but nobody else above you. I hate you, I love you, I hate that I want you. You want her, you need her, and I will never be her.
What's up?
Hey.
What are you up to?
I just got finished diving.
Have you had any? Are you diving here?
At UFO.
Oh, did you have any luck at UFO?
I had a lot of luck, like 2 hard cases and 5 leather briefies. So
What? Why are they saying oil fields?
because they're dumb, I don't know.
Honestly, I think oil fields is just a generic popular place right now.
Yes, the spot is UFO.
Okay, yeah, I'll try there. Dude, is your dinghy still 1,000 kgs?
That's a good question. I'm gonna check.
Because that's the last I heard. Was 1,000?
It's 1,000.
What the hell? They really changed it. Or it could have been a mistake. I don't know. But it's a better investment than the Pegasus speeder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, I'll try my luck there. I'm at 35. I still need 15 more to go.
It's okay, you got this.
Yeah, let's see. Don't tell me that's Josie right there.
Josy's
no, it's
sleeping
not.
right now.
Oh, is
This
he? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Alright. I guess the only good thing about the Pegasus speeder, besides the boot space, is the speed of it. Like, it can go fast. Cause, dude, I'm just beating that thingy by a mile. Everyone's diving here too. Ugh. Alrighty, I guess we have a location. After I settle in, I'm gonna eat dinner. Oh, yep, everybody is there. Why did they say oil fields? Oh. I'm so hungry. Alright, let's see what to watch. There's something here. Clout Chaser to Delusional. The one a bit celebrated, you chose murder instead. Let's see.
Sabrina Coder was a vapid clout chaser turned delusional murderer, and this story shows how an innocent young woman could fall victim to her obsessive paranoia. Now, delusions are nothing new to this world, but how did her false narrative ultimately lead to torture and eventually murder? What was uncovered at the crime scene would shock everyone to their core, and would even involve one of the most successful modern-day music moguls. So, who was Sabrina Coder? Who was her accomplice? What did they do to Sophie Lyonnais? And how did they commit one of the most brutal of crimes in the history of Wimbledon? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, folks. My name is Adrian, and welcome back to Coffee House Crime. Now, obviously, I don't care for any of the killers that I cover here on this channel, but these two, they really are particularly annoying. And Sabrina, she really is something else. By the way, I post true crime and strange cases here weekly, so if that does sound like your kind of thing, please consider subscribing to the channel. And now, with that said, please grab yourself a coffee, pull up a seat, and get ready for the deep dive. This is the case of Sophie Lyonnais. For any tennis fans out there, you will probably love this place already. Welcome to London's district of Wimbledon, folks. Located in the southwestern part of the city, Wimbledon is home to 68,000 residents. And while that may not include me, it's only a few train stops away, and I've been here many times myself. A significant part of Wimbledon is made up from its common. Pay the place a visit, and you will often find a number of horses and riders here, as the award-winning Wimbledon Village stables are found to the east of the lands. The district itself is split into two main sections, known as the village and the town, with the high street part of the town painstakingly rebuilt to resemble the original medieval version. This adds a uniquely historic atmosphere to the usual blends of stores and coffee shops, many of which I have been to myself. Now, of course, Wimbledon's primary claim to fame is the Tennis Championships, which happens to be one of the 4 worldwide Grand Slams hosted every year in July. By the way, did you know that they sell more than 38 tons of strawberries here every single year? That's around 2 million strawberries, to be more accurate, which personally I find very impressive. It is also home of the Buddha Padippa Temple, which happens to be the first Thai temple to be built in the UK. There is also a distinct lack of pigeons in the common area, which is namely thanks to Rufus, a hawk that has guarded the grounds for more than 15 years. However, despite his sharp beak and talons, Rufus is nowhere near the most frightening creature in our story today. That title firmly belongs to a woman named Sabrina Coder. Sabrina's story began with turbulence. As the oldest of 4 siblings, she was born in Algeria on December 5th, 1982. It was during this time that the country was locked in the middle of a very brutal civil war, which unfortunately saw an estimated 150,000 deaths in total. Due to this reason alone, her parents made the decision to flee to France, and for the most of her childhood, Sabrina found peace in Paris with her sister and 2 brothers. However, despite finding this peace, Sabrina never chose it. While at school, classmates described her as volatile, bossy, narcissistic, and very difficult to be friends with. She was an attention seeker through and through, and treated all other women as dirty competition. Sabrina claimed that distant relatives had abused her during her childhood, and although this has never been confirmed, we must take her statement with seriousness while simultaneously exercising caution. You will see why I say this when you hear the rest of the story. After a rather nasty back injury and riddled with bad memories, she became addicted to painkillers and sleeping pills, and unfortunately would often overdose on them during her mid-teenage years. Focusing on interests, but Sabrina was utterly obsessed with celebrities and the lifestyle of the rich and famous. And if there was one thing that she knew that she wanted, it was to become one herself. You see, Sabrina thought very highly of herself, despite not actually being good at anything at all. She felt entitled to be internationally recognized for something or anything. Anyway, that self-entitled fantasy didn't seem to be going anywhere, because by the time she had turned 18 years old, Sabrina was working at a fun fair selling crepes. However, it was during this time frame that she would meet 24-year-old Ouissem Medini, also known as Sam. Now, Sam was 6 years older than Sabrina, but he seemed to find himself drawn to her like a moth to a flame, and the two very quickly fell in love while he was studying to obtain a master's degree in economics. Now, with a personality as flavoursome and deep as buttered white bread, there really isn't much to say about him. However, Sam would go on to obtain his degree before beginning work at Societe Generale, which is one of France's leading banks.
Briefcase.
Despite finding love in each other, Sabrina was very volatile to say the least, and as time passed by, she would eventually show her true colours. She was known to be controlling, manipulative, and even physically abusive. The relationship would be on again and off again, usually off when Sam found Sabrina cheating, either with strangers or, even worse, his own friends. But with no real confidence, he would always take her back until she did it again. And
Well,
unfortunately, this
I
toxic
would
cycle
not take
carried on for
someone like
multiple
that.
years. Despite his well-paid
Ooh.
job funding her rather extravagant lifestyle, Sabrina would always get mad when he worked on the weekends. Not that this would matter, because eventually he would be made redundant. By the time he lost his job, Sam already owned 2 flats in Paris, which he would rent out to fund Sabrina's expensive lifestyle. But she would continue to disrespect him and sleep with other men. This terrible dynamic carried right
Wow.
through to the year
Dude,
2009,
why
when
stay with
suddenly
someone like
Sabrina
that?
had a rather big surprise. Her life wasn't going anywhere in Paris, and so she decided to move to London without any notice. The reason behind this was actually quite simple. She still desired to become a celebrity, or at the very least, a celebrity fashion designer. However, by now, she was becoming less picky. She just simply wanted to be famous somehow. But after trying and failing multiple times to break into the world of the rich and famous, she would eventually find herself taking up work
Hey,
as a nanny.
Jolimar.
It wasn't long before Sam found out that Sabrina had moved to London, and despite her asking him not to, that he actually followed her, moving out to London himself and finding work at a French bank. Sabrina soon switched careers from working as a nanny to working at a branch of the NatWest Bank, and her relationship with Sam seemed to pick up again in a rather positive direction. And by the year 2010, Sabrina gave birth to her first son with Sam. However, this positivity would not last for very long, and soon enough, the relationship would once again begin to sour when her head began to turn towards other men. It was during this time, around 2011, that her gaze would fall on a man that would trigger her spiral of cruelty and obsession forever, and his name was Mark Walton. Now, some of you watching may in fact already be familiar with this man, especially if you remember the early days of the boy band Boyzone.
Huh?
Born in Donemead in Dublin, Ireland, Mark was the original creator and founder of Boyzone alongside his friend Shane Lynch, a band that achieved a substantial amount of success during their original 7-year career span. After recruiting Louis Walsh to manage their newfound band, they found themselves eventually garnering 6 UK #1 hit songs, with 21 songs in the top 40 of the charts. However, Mark himself wouldn't end up partaking in this success, as sadly he was axed from the group by Louis due to a perceived lack of commitment to the band before they hit major success. However, this setback did not stop Mark being a success in his own right. After working hard, he ended up becoming a renowned music mogul, and even became a judge on Vietnam's own version of Pop Idol. His resume is actually quite mind-blowing, featuring the likes of Jennifer Lopez, Shaggy, and even Lady Gaga. Mark was in both parts talented and hardworking, and eventually, by the year 2016, he had amassed an estimated net worth of $1 billion. And now, to this day, has rocketed to an extraordinary $9 billion. Going back to the year 2011, and Mark found himself casting his eye over to Sabrina, who at the time was working in the NatWest branch at Wimbledon. At 5'8", with big brown eyes, a soft French accent, and a beautiful figure, Mark stated that it was love at first sight. And as it happens, Sabrina's eye had
Like I
also been
said,
turned
fishing
by the
is not
Irish
a
man,
short
and as soon
term,
as she realized who he was, the two
short-term
introduced
income.
themselves.
It's more of
From
a
that moment
long-term
onwards,
thing,
the two
like
spoke
over
daily
time.
before rapidly falling in love. So much so that only after 5 to 6 months of dating, Mark would move in to Sabrina's apartment. Sabrina spun several false stories about how she'd been assaulted and abused. And after taking pity on her, Mark paid the entirety of her £2,000 a month rent.
What a snake.
Sabrina soon found herself living her dream life. She'd become a socialite off the back of Mark's own career, and enjoyed his fortune that he had worked so hard to achieve. Honestly, this was all she had ever wanted. However, the relationship was not actually going so well, as behind closed doors, Sabrina was becoming increasingly abusive towards Mark. It turns out that, surprise surprise, she was painstakingly jealous of his success, and any attention that he gained from the media or any other woman that spoke to him. Mark would later state that this relationship was the most turbulent one he had ever experienced in his life. Sabrina would demand nothing but the best, and if he didn't buy what she wanted, she would quite literally scream at him in public. Over the course of their relationship, the couple would have a total of 4 nannies between them. And you may be wondering, why 4? Well, as it turns out, Sabrina was so paranoid that she actually believed that all 4 were trying to sleep with Mark. And so, one by one, they were fired. She would even go as far to place hidden cameras around the house in an act to try and catch Mark out. However, this would never happen, as Mark was a faithful man. Eventually, Sabrina's violence escalated to physical levels. She would punch him in the jaw if he snored too loud during the night.
Frick?
And one time,
Wow.
even hurled an ashtray at him when he asked her about pictures of her with another man. Mark was scared of his partner, and after 14 months of this level of abuse, he officially ended things with Sabrina, going as far to move all the way to Los Angeles to get away from her. Now, this, of course, did not sit well with Sabrina at all, who, in one stroke of a brush, had lost her golden ticket to the celebrity world. In her scorned distress, she went crawling back to Sam, who, no surprise, willingly took her back despite her continuously poor treatment of him. And not long after this, Sabrina revealed that she had fallen pregnant once again. However, the father of this baby was unknown at the time, and she simply refused to tell anyone who the father was. Mark heard about Sabrina's pregnancy, and understandably was extremely concerned that he might be the father. He requested multiple DNA tests on the baby to see if it was his. However, every time she refused his demands. Around the time that the child was born, Mark began to send money to Sabrina. This was around £2,000 per month, in order for her to support herself and the child in the UK. He continued to request a paternity test for the child, even bringing in the help of several different lawyers. But after around 5 months of this, and repeatedly being met with refusal, the man finally lost patience and stopped sending her money. And of course, this was enough to send Sabrina into a manipulative rage. In her anger, she attempted to cause as much damage as possible to Mark's name. She opened several fake Facebook accounts, accusing Mark of being violent, an animal abuser, and even a child abuser, sending all of these posts to his close social circle and even his family. Sabrina would go as far to drag police into things too, calling them and saying that he had been both physically and verbally abusive towards her. In total, she had filed more than 33 police reports against him. Now, even the police had enough, and eventually cautioned her against making any more false statements. With that said, Sabrina eventually crawled back to Sam and heavily leaned on him for support, even moving into his £1 million rented house in the suburb of Wimbledon. In the meantime, Sam had actually done well for himself. He got a job as a data analyst in a bank in London, bringing in a very healthy salary. But of course, after Sabrina moved back in, she would take every penny of his wealth. Additionally, Sabrina was known to be quite problematic in the neighborhood. She would always leave the rubbish outside of the front door, which eventually the foxes would get to. And in addition to this, she was known to be quite rude to neighbours. To top it all off, the couple would regularly be late or even completely miss their rental payments. However, despite being a serial freeloader, Sabrina thought that her life was simply too difficult to manage. And it was for that reason that she and Sam decided to hire an au pair. The one they hired for this job is the most important person to our case today, and her name was Sophie Lyonnais. Born on January the 7th, 1996, Sophie Lyonnais was full of youth when compared to Sabrina and Sam. She also grew up in France in a small rural town with her father Patrick and mother Catherine. The town, named Troyes, is found in the Grand Est region of north-central France. And with a population of 60,000 residents, there is not much work available for a young, inexperienced adult. Sophie loved music and ice skating. Naturally a little shy, she enjoyed looking after animals and caring for children, and had a natural gift for nurturing. She was described as selfless, kind, and generous, and, in her father's own words, she couldn't stand to see other people suffer. With this in mind, it is no surprise to learn that she went on to study childcare. But the opportunity to find a job aligned with her education was very scarce in her town. Now, Sophie was only 20 years old. She was becoming her own independent adult, wanted to experience new things beyond her horizon, and simultaneously wanted to improve her English. It was for this reason that she thought the best way she could do all of this would be to live and work in England for a period of time. And so, with the active encouragement of her father, she decided to fly the nest and try out life in London as an au pair. And after looking at Sabrina's application, she thought that she had found the perfect family to work for. From the outside, Sabrina and her partner Sam seemed like the ideal loving family. Not only did they have 2 children, but they also lived in an almost £1 million home in the upmarket suburb of Wimbledon. For the first few days, no alarm bells were ringing in Sophie's mind. And although Sabrina liked to openly flaunt her connections with celebrities, she was just as kind as Sam was to the young woman. Sophie felt like she had become part of the family. She explored the sights and sounds around London, visited the many tourist hotspots, and even started to come out of her shell a little bit. But as time passed, Sabrina's and Sam's demeanor slowly began to change. Sabrina's tone became more aggressive, and the once kind woman now viciously complained about her life and her ex Mark. She also began to demand that Sophie do more chores than originally agreed upon at the start of her employment. Things like making dinner were always an expectation, but now she was expected to clean the entire house from top to bottom. The hours stacked up, and it is reported that Sophie eventually worked more than 75 hours a week, all while receiving an unbelievably small £50 or $60 per week. But eventually, when Sam lost his job at the bank, those feeble payments stopped too. Side note, but Sam and Sabrina tried to set up a crepe stall outside of their local fish and chip restaurant. However, their business skills were terrible, and the business itself never got off the ground. This is when the yelling began, and Sophie was routinely accused of stealing items like jewellery around the house. Despite never actually taking anything, Sabrina and Sam began to punish her. They confiscated her wallet, then her passport, and then food began to be restricted.
No way.
Isolated, terrorized, and away from home, with nobody to lean on for support, Sophie had no one else that she could talk to. She didn't have the courage to tell her family what was going on, and although she had familial acquaintances in London, Sabrina would always follow and stalk her out of the house. And that is when Sabrina's terrible delusions kicked in. I mean, Sabrina already was deluded, but these new phantom thoughts would hold very serious consequences. Sabrina started to believe that Sophie wasn't actually an au pair at all. Instead, she was a spy secretly hired by Mark to abuse her children. And if that wasn't enough already, she also believed that Sophie was his lover too, apparently. By the way, this is despite Sophie and Mark never even meeting. In fact, Sophie had no idea who Mark was, and neither did he know her. The poor man was living in LA, for Christ's sake. So how Sabrina thought that Sophie was his lover and a hired agent is absolutely beyond ridiculous. The abuse did nothing but ramp up after this, and in August of 2017, Sophie was dragged down to the police station, where Sabrina then demanded that she confess the relationship to officers. She further demanded that Sophie admit that Mark was planning to kill Sabrina's family. Following an extremely awkward conversation with officers, Sophie was allowed to go with no further questions asked. What annoys me here is the prospect of murder seemed to be a distinct possibility, and was serious enough to have a formal conversation with Sophie. It's a shame though that, in the process, they didn't check on her own well-being too. Had they actually done this, then Sophie may have had the courage to actually tell them what was going on, because usually people in this sort of situation feel too hopeless to ask for help. She likely felt that she had no family, no friends, no money, and no support network. And although Sabrina and Sam were the ones abusing her, they were all she had in the UK. Sophie knew that she needed to get out. However, she did not want to do that publicly. She called her mum to say that she was very unhappy, but stopped just short to explain why. Catherine was very supportive of her daughter. She told her to come home and even promised to pay for her flights, booking a ticket the very next day. Though sadly, that ticket would never reach Sophie.
Not too bad. How about yourself, sexy bitch?
Yeah, you know, I'm not complaining.
Oh, shit!
Nigga. There's a bunch of black niggas came, nigga.
Oh my god. That clip.
Kill this guy, kill it. Alright, why?
Wait. No, yeah, you're you're good. I think the clip was clipped by the person that started saying that word because it's happened to me too when they would do that into the stream and then they would clip it. That's so that they can grab the clip and start compiling it into like some YouTube video. That's why I always dude. That's why I delete like after like I see those type of things, like the clip in my Twitch, I delete it like instantly because I don't want that to pop out. Oh god, that's funny. Oof. Yeah, probably.
And that seat on the way to Paris would remain empty. September the 20th, 2017. Nestled in the close-knit neighbourhood of Wimbledon, a concerned neighbour spotted a bonfire in the adjacent backyard. With smoke billowing over the fence, it looked rather dangerous. And the large bonfire appeared to be close to a wooden patio too. But these were not the most concerning details, because apparently the bonfire smelled awful, with one of the neighbours claiming that it smelled like death. Neighbours decided to take the situation seriously and call the fire brigade. When firefighters arrived, they too were taken back by the smell. However, everything else appeared relatively normal. The officers were greeted by Sam in the back garden, calmly barbecuing chicken. However, that is when the nightmare began to unfold. Due to safety reasons, one of those firefighters on the scene decided to extinguish the bonfire, and that is when they noticed human fingers and part of a nose amongst the charred remains. Firefighters were horrified by the discovery, but Sam, who appeared to be getting rather agitated, tried to convince them that he was a farmer and it was merely a lamb carcass. Funny enough, no one seemed to believe this. The police were dispatched to the property immediately, where Sam and Sabrina were both arrested while the bonfire was examined. Now, believe it or not, but both would deny any involvement in murder and pleaded not guilty. Sadly though, after a pair of charred glasses were found inside the barrel, it quickly became obvious that the remains belonged to a human. Due to being so severely charred, the authorities could not establish the gender or age at the crime scene. But after a couple of days, local rumors to the identity of the body were confirmed to be true. Tragically, it was, in fact, Sophie. Moving forward, forensic officers would slowly piece together Sophie's final weeks alive. And the story that they uncovered was too awful to even
That is so dumb!
After months of escalating neglect and abuse, Sabrina and Sam took the young French woman hostage, taking away her money, her passport, her wallet, and most tragically, her plane ticket back home. She was kept locked and isolated in a small dark room, and only allowed out to use the toilet. For the next 12 days, Sophie was exposed to relentless physical abuse and interrogation. The couple would spend hours trying to prise a confession from Sophie, going as far to beat her with an electrical cable, slapping her, punching her, and even waterboarding her. The attacks were so savage that she suffered from 5 broken ribs, a fractured mandible, and a fractured sternum. With her food being completely denied, Sophie stood no chance of fighting back. This picture, which was taken by Sabrina, was taken only a couple days before she died. Honestly, this is such a hard picture to look at. Sophie looked exhausted, emaciated, and even broken. After days of being threatened verbally, physically, and sexually, and to stop the pain, Sophie falsely confessed to everything that she was accused of. Sadly, though, she never experienced freedom again. She was beaten and drowned in the bath before her pain finally came to an end. Sickeningly, it seemed that neither Sam or Sabrina had a single shred of remorse for what they had done, and shortly after she died, they proceeded to have sex just meters away from the body. Sometime later that day,
Sick.
surveillance footage spotted Sam buying a variety of items that could be used for a bonfire. And of course, the rest of the story we already know. During an investigation of the house, several damning pieces of evidence were found. This included a heartbreaking note written by Sophie, simply saying, "Why me? I need help to stop them." Dozens and dozens of hours of audio recordings were recovered, most of them taken during the interrogation. The contents of these files were truly disturbing to listen to. Most of the released recordings reveal Sabrina's constant and incessant drivel, and in a true testament to Sam's weak demeanor, he remained quiet for most of those recordings, while his deluded girlfriend aggressively taunted with misguided confidence. Sabrina and Sam would play out a good cop, bad cop dynamic, accusing Sophie of being a spy and an abuser amongst other things. Now, being real with you for just a moment, I did actually want to read out some of the transcripts, but in all honesty, it is just terribly useless drivel. Moving to the legal proceedings of this case, Sabrina's and Sam's trials began on the 19th of March 2018. A psychological evaluation conducted on Sabrina confirmed that she suffered from borderline personality disorder and depression, though neither of these things diminished her responsibility. In addition to this, Sam admitted that she was an extremely short-tempered person who always tried to be in control. Sam was found to be free from any psychological disorder, though it was obvious that he has an extremely weak character. Sabrina beguiled Sam. He lapped up her obsessions and delusions and then began to adopt them himself. He showed no signs of any mental health problems, yet became a fully fledged believer in Sabrina's obsessive delusions with Mark. He was weak, submissive, and insular, and would do anything to keep her at his side. I don't really get this part, but Sam became enraged with Sophie when, apparently, Sabrina told him that Sophie was planning to drug him, so then Mark could come into the house and sexually abuse him. Sam also claimed that during the time Sophie had died, he was actually out of the house on a walk, and solely and exclusively blamed it on Sabrina. Despite both Sam and Sabrina having no previous criminal record, the prosecution told the jury they had an unhealthy, all-consuming obsession with Mark. This deprived them of all reason, and turned Sophie into something less than human. Unsurprisingly, both Sam and Sabrina took no accountability for their actions, and instead blamed each other as the main instigator of the crime. Now, this is something that I bring up every time I cover a murderous couple, because 9 times out of 10, they seem to turn on each other. Mark Walton was eventually called to the stand, where he learned about the full extent of the actions of his former partner. He was horrified at the events that had transpired, and revealed that he felt riddled with guilt despite none of it being his fault. The prosecution ruled that Sophie had been imprisoned in a domestic nightmare, and that the defendants burned the body in the garden of their home in the hope that no one would ever recover their remains. On June the 26th, 2018, both Sabrina and Sam were found guilty of the murder of Sophie Lyonnais, and were therefore both sentenced to life in prison with a minimum term of 30 years. When her guilty verdict was read out, Sabrina screamed and cried in the dock, as for the very first time in her life, she was getting not what she wanted, but what she deserved. Sam is still trying to convince his lawyers to find some technical error in the legal process that will hopefully one day allow him to regain freedom. Sophie's parents, on the other hand, expect both of them to serve their entire sentences. Now, Sabrina has stayed true to her form, and has tried to wriggle out of as much culpability as possible, even attempting to skip her prison time in exchange for a life sentence in a mental health unit. Now, her reasoning for this is that she feels she will not be able to cope with prison life. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I suspect that's kind of the point of prison, right? To this day, she maintains her innocence, and will tell anyone who listens to her that there has been some sort of terrible mistake. Moving on to the only important person of this case. Despite her shy personality, Sophie's story has touched the lives of so many people who have learned of it. Despite having never met her in his life, Mark feels a deep connection with her and an enormous amount of sympathy, and to this very day, he still carries a picture of her in his wallet. It is nothing but frustrating that the police could have recognized what was going on when Sabrina dragged Sophie to the station, especially knowing Sabrina's history of filing false police reports and generally causing issues. There were also several unnamed witnesses at the trial who were very aware of the abuse that was going on. It is both baffling and infuriating that these people didn't feel they could have done anything or even reported it before things were too late. Caring and kind, giving and generous, and utterly gentle to her core, Sophie was one of life's genuine people. She had so much to offer the world, and showed a remarkable amount of bravery to come all the way from a small rural French town to one of the biggest capitals in the world. She wanted to embrace the world and explore it, all while sharing her care and sympathy with others. She could have gone on to achieve whatever she wanted and lived wherever she pleased. However, thanks to the cruelty of two individuals who were wrapped up in their own deluded fantasies, she found herself in an almost 2-week-long process of being murdered, before eventually taking a final breath in a bathtub without the strength to fight back. The world lost a beautiful soul when Sophie was murdered. I sincerely hope they have found peace after a very traumatic ordeal. And if there is any justice in this world, not only will Sabrina and Sam never get to experience freedom again, but Sabrina will have to face the entirety of it in a regular prison cell, denied of her twisted desire to be in a psychiatric facility. Sophie was a lovely person, but she didn't have the confidence to seek help when she so desperately needed it. And unfortunately, this is a very common occurrence for victims of domestic violence. And so, without wanting to preach, if you ever find yourself in a dark place and feel like you're being abused by a partner or someone you love, please reach out to someone. None of us deserve to live in a life filled with pain and suffering. I'm going to leave a number down below for anyone who thinks they might need an ear or a helping hand. And I know that this won't apply to most of us, but it will so desperately apply to a few. Anyway folks, I think I'm going to wrap this case up here today. Thank you so much for watching another video today by Coffee House Crime. If you found this case interesting or insightful, or you learned something new, please remember to like the video and subscribe if you haven't yet. If you'd like to get early access to my videos, additional true crime videos, and extra content, then please check out my Patreon. I also have an Instagram and a Twitter if you'd like to get more true crime stories, learn more about me, or just see more pictures of Nero. Anyway folks, that is all from me today. Thank you so much once again for watching, and I'll be back again very soon for another video. Until that moment arrives though, remember to look after yourself.
I bought 200 lost mail packages. Let's see what's in them. This is... Stop it right now. It's gender reveal smoke bombs. We're setting all of these off. Wait, these are fun. I feel like I can come up with a use for these. Not that use. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna be confetti in this or smoke. We're about to find out. Look at it. I hope this just like dissolves, cause sorry neighbors.
Sorry neighbors.
Exciting. Oh my gosh, is this what I think it is? It's a tiny piñata! A rainbow one! I'm so excited about this. Okay. It's... What is it? Oh, it's a game!
About 200 lost
Candy
mail
flavored lip balm? Are you kidding me?
Whoa.
That's a win.
Well, how much do you think is in here? You've been getting scammed a lot lately.
I bet there's $7,000 worth of stuff in here.
No.
Okay, we're gonna make a bet. The person whose guess is the closest gets a prize of their choice. I'm gonna guess we have $7,000 worth of stuff here.
I'm gonna guess $23.99.
Okay, well, if I'm closer, I get the Tiffany necklace that I have wanted since I was like 12 years old.
Well, if I'm closer, then I get a new pair of Jordans, the Chicago's.
The stakes are high. Let's see what's in the rest of these mail packages. Oh my gosh, it's a Coach wallet! And it's pretty cute! No way! Okay, that's adorable, and it has like a hot pink interior. Man, I feel bad for whoever lost this one. Lost or undelivered packages are often auctioned off by the carriers and sold to people like us by resellers. I got these packages from a fellow YouTuber and treasure hunter, Harry Tornado. I paid him $2,400 for 200 packages. That ends up being about $12 per package. We just need 1 or 2 really good finds to make this haul worth it. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Ah, it's a shattered iPhone. This thing is wrecked. Should we see if it turns on? Okay, how do I turn it on? Do I need to hold it? This iPhone hasn't been backed up in 6 weeks. Oh no, it has a password. Disabled. I mean, it works. So that's basically worth nothing. All of our stuff so far has a total value of about $100. I've got a long way to go to reach my $7,000 goal. It's pigs. What is it though? It's so you can make pigs in blanket in the shape of pigs and blanket. I'm totally using these. Pig ice cubes. Oh my god.
Big ice cubes.
That is so cute. It's a camelback. Okay, these are expensive. That's nice. A win. Oh, those are fun. Squishmallow skeletons. Well, I guess that's his now. Ah, look out, Lee, look out. Ah. What are these? Detox pills?
Oh, those pills.
Bath bombs. 2 of them. I think quite a few of these packages are Christmas items and presents that never made it to their final destination. Oh, cute. It's a Harry Potter ornament. Look at him. Deck yourself before you wreck yourself. Happy holidays embroidery kit. I think this is for a very large dog. North Pole staff. Oh no. Nutcrackers? Would you look at these guys? It's somebody's Christmas gnomes. I'm really sorry these didn't make it to whoever, because those are adorable. There's 4 of them. Are these supposed to be Christmas stockings? There's 3 of them. Oh, Christmas cookie cutters. It's gonna be a diamond ring.
Anybody on radio?
Oh my gosh, it actually is. I feel like we need to test it somehow. Oh, we should get, you know the trick where you shine a laser on it? If you shine a laser on real diamonds, it like reflects. Hi, it's Editing Home. That is completely false. I have no idea where I got that information, but both real and fake diamonds do this. It looks cool though. And I did look up this brand, Belk & Co. And rings like this are a couple $100s.
Ooh.
iPad case, Nickelodeon. Oh, it's a watch. I have no idea what show this is. Comment below if you know what it's from. Oh, a Nike hat. That's cool. I feel like I could come up with a use for these. Another thing that there was a very large amount of was toys. Oh my gosh, I forgot about these things. A yo-yo. Nintendogs the game. Nintendo DS Touch. Well, I don't have one of these, but I want to play Nintendogs. PS4. Madden 19. Guitar Hero. This is my whole childhood right here. Is the game in it? Yes! Not a Minecraft eraser. A digital MP3 player. I swear this entire haul is just like a 2000s time capsule. Star Wars felt characters. That's actually precious. Aroma diffuser. Frozen themed and it lights up. Oh, this looks fun. What is it? A Hatchimal with a mystery character inside? Let's see what's in our Hatchable. It's... Oh, he's so cute. Are you kidding me? It's a Fred from Scooby-Doo bendable character. What the heck? That thing is terrifying. Wait, an actual Gumby. Transformers. Wow, it's a robot that turns into a tiger. It's a Polly Pocket. Are you kidding me? She's so cute. She even has hair that kind of looks like mine. It's a High School Musical bear. There's the crew. Do you know what this is? Okay. Are you kidding me? Okay, this is gonna be controversial. I had one of these when I was little and I loved it. Are you ready for this?
What?
Oh, no! Let's see if it has
No!
a year on it. 2012. Okay, so this isn't one of the old ones. Why are its eyes like that? Operation try to get this Furby to turn on. Ah! Oh no. What is that? I've literally never seen that before. We got batteries in him, but we'll see if he turns on. He's just supposed to on his own. Because he's not. I'm kind of bummed that we couldn't get him to work, but moving on to the rest of the stuff in these mail packages. Oven mitt. The package is light bulbs, but this is what was in it. Reusable sandwich bag. Is this a manicure pedicure drill? Energy drink, 6-pack. Door handle. Fun employed. Interview game of actual jobs and absurd qualifications. What the heck? This label was burned. Ah! That was a jump scare. Zombie girl mouth. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen this stuff in years. This stuff was like gold back in the day. 23% of all online orders are clothes. And this haul definitely proved that with some interesting fashion finds. Ooh, it's like a Sherpa hoodie. That's a good one. Ooh, Crocs! As if Crocs weren't comfortable enough, these ones are felt lined. Oh my gosh, and they're my size. You've got to be joking. Okay, shorts. We're getting a lot of Target items for some reason. Okay, this outfit's kind of fire. Like, this is something I would actually wear. This cozy top. And the Crocs. Oh, don't get me started on how much I love these Crocs. Some of these clothes turned out great. Okay, that's a nice little robe from the brand, I don't even know how to say that. Wait, that's actually really cute. Ready for Coachella 2023. This corset is kind of a cool little moment though. What in the world? It's a wig! And like a cute little braid. Oh my goodness. Is this a dress? What is happening? Oh. Okay, this dress is actually really cute. Look how shiny it is. Okay, what do we think of the wig? A lost male wig is probably not the most hygienic decision I've ever made, but this is fun. Ah, what is this? It's to put on your back.
Yoda!
Lee, you look great. Oh, a Coach bag. It's like brand new too. Are you kidding me? Ooh,
It's
a
gross.
champion hoodie. This is nice and it's brand new. Sunglasses case from the one and only, highly sought after Shein. Maybe they're cute. Oh, I actually really like these. This is brand new jewelry. I'll keep these ones and who wants to match with me? It's a hunting vest. Oh, it's Carhartt. That's a nice jacket. Okay, sunglasses. Okay, but these actually are Ray-Ban. Let's see if they're anything cute. Are they like prescription? Oh, they're definitely prescription. They are cute though, those are nice. So there were definitely some clothing finds that were really, really good, but better than the clothing were the shoes from this haul. They're Nikes. What are they? What are they? What are they? Oh, Patriots? Anybody a size 13? Patriots fan? The box says, "Hey dude." That's not "Hey dude." Wow, okay. Wait, those are so cute. Tiny Jordans. Oh, I see another shoebox. Oh, this is that, On Cloud? Is that what it's called? These are nice shoes. Size 8.5. Just a few more mail packages left before we find out the total value of this entire haul. It's a Michael Kors bag. Speaking of designer bags, if you're a fan, I am giving away this $8,000 Chanel bag when we hit 3 million subscribers. So if you want a chance to win this beauty, make sure to hit the subscribe button. No way. A stack of cash. $10,000. This is like money that they use in movies. That's actually pretty cool. Oh.
Dude, it's play money.
It's a Bose speaker. Nuh-uh. A whole pack of Colleen Hoover books. Reminders of Him. Ugly Love. It Ends With Us. I haven't read these two. Anybody want to start a book club with me? I actually love this. Oh, that's going in my house. Core Support Bioflex Cup. That's pretty cute. I like the color of that. Comment below if you're from Wisconsin. Oh, they're little candles. Lavender, Christmas hearth, and Egyptian amber. They smell amazing. Texas Instruments calculator. Oh, it's a planner. That's actually really nice. Oh, it's a watch. Seiko? I bet it's worth $10,000. Oh no. Just kidding. It's in literal pieces. The last package.
Is that the last one already?
That's a pretty good note to end on. They're Uggs. They're the cool knit ones. I always wanted some of these when I was like in high school. Size 7, dang it, almost. Okay, my lovely assistant added up every single item from this lost mail, and we have the total here. We're gonna find out who was closer. I bet $7,000.
I bet $23.99.
All right, the total is 4,865. Who's closer?
40, we're doing the math here. 48. Oh, you won by $200.
Hey! Okay, I want to see what the most expensive thing on here is. Ugg boots are the most expensive item, coming in at $337. And with that, it was time to collect my prize. I don't think Tyler meant to take this video in slow-mo, but it's kind of funny to be honest. I saved a bunch of the good stuff for you, so if you liked anything from this video, text me SHOP to 310-582-5313 to get notified when it all goes live on shophopescope.com. Make sure to check out all of my other lost mail or lost cargo packages if you haven't binge watched those yet. Enjoy the next video.
Wait, what was the other one where she...
From this video, text.com. Make sure to check out all of my other lost. I paid $10,000 for the storage unit, and we're gonna find out if it was worth it. Wow! There's one area of the storage unit that caught my eye right away. It's these designer bags on top of this cabinet. We've got 1, 2, 3 Louis Vuitton bags. If these bags are real, this is already over $3,000 worth of product. I feel like these are legit, but we'll get them authenticated. There are tens of thousands of dollars of products in here in pretty much every category. Honestly, it kind of looks like somebody who had a side hustle of selling collectibles just wanted to get rid of this entire unit, so they stopped paying their rent. I found this listing on a website that has thousands of storage lockers up for auction. These units go for anywhere from $40 to thousands of dollars. And all us buyers have to go off of are the photos and a brief description. Surprisingly, there really wasn't anybody bidding against me when the timer was running out. So either people didn't really want to spend this much money on a storage unit and go all the way out to Maryland this close to the holidays, or they all knew something about this unit that I didn't. So I won it for $10,060. We flew all the way to a Cube Smart on the other side of the country to explore the unit and collect our winnings. I'm doing something really special with all of this stuff in the storage unit. I'll show you later in the video. Okay, we are taking pictures of all of these Louis Vuitton bags and getting them authenticated. We should have the results in a day or two. This one has to be real. This one most likely is. This one I'm not entirely sure. I hope it is because it's the cutest and the nicest out of all of them. Comment below, out of these 3 bags, how many of them do you think are real? The first thing that really caught my eye in the photos of the storage unit were all of these Apple product boxes right in the front. This is where we could quickly start making some of the money back that I spent on the storage unit. Time to find out if there's anything in these Apple boxes. There's something in this, for sure. This box had some weight to it and looked to contain an Apple Watch.
Looks brand new.
It does? No. It's literally empty.
What?
What a freaking scam.
Oh no.
Is there a band in there?
No. The band's not even in here.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh no, that probably means these are empty, huh?
They look pretty lightweight. No.
Oh.
Wait, there's a receipt though.
Yeah, this is the receipt for it. Well, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say there's probably not a laptop in here.
Oh.
So this isn't a great sign, but don't worry, we've still got plenty of other sections of the storage unit that look promising. The main reason that I wanted the storage unit wasn't the bags, wasn't the electronics, it was the Barbies. There are so many Barbies in the storage unit. It looks like a lot of them are collector's edition ones. Happy holidays. 1996! A lot of vintage Barbies actually can sell for a lot of money.
Yeah.
So many of them! It's gonna take everything in me to not keep every single one of these. 2,000.
Just in time for the holidays, Celebration Barbie Day.
There's a whole bunch in
Yeah, those are
the box
collectors.
too. What is she from? Brandy?
Cool breeze.
Barbie Jeep, 2 Barbie Jeeps. We have a whole Barbie Malibu house. There were a bunch more of the holiday collectors Barbies in this cabinet, as well as just some super random dolls. I got really excited that we had a Bratz doll, but it's a fake. It's a sassy Holly. I brought the collector's dolls with the nicest boxes back to the Airbnb to see if any of them are worth money. Okay, Jackie doll. Oh my gosh. One of them is going for $450 on eBay, but that's because like the box and the doll are in pristine condition. But one of this condition is still going for like $100. Celebration Barbie 2000 edition. Someone's trying to sell her for $1,500 on Etsy. But there's a couple listings for $100, so I'm gonna say it's probably closer to that. Special Millennium Edition Princess Barbie. I think this is a winner. These are going for anywhere from $250 to $1,700. And this one's in pretty good shape. $50 to a couple $100. She is also so many shoes in this unit. There's a whole rack of what look to be Nike sneakers. And then there's also a rack of brand new in the box shoes from various different brands. I don't know a lot about sneakers, but they're all looking pretty used. A lot of these are nice, but they're not in good enough condition to be considered like resellable. I mean, these are cool shoes, so I don't really think that these are worth much unless there's anything good in these boxes up here. It wasn't looking too good at first. Used. Those aren't even Nike. There's a couple good finds brand new in the boxes though. Like these men's dress shoes, a bunch of these actually still had the receipt in them and they are like $300 or $400 shoes. 344 bucks. These ones are actually real croc, but to be honest, like the bottom is trashed and I just really don't like them. Still $1,000 worth of dress shoes. We got some nice counterfeit Louboutins. Oh, there's a lot of vans. 1 van, 2 vans. They're Mickey vans. Those are actually kind of cool. Spoiler alert, I didn't keep these and that was a huge mistake. 4 vans, 5 vans. And there were also a bunch of shoes that were just fun. No, those are cool. I love those actually. These lovely platform Crocs, complete with custom widget design. The rest of the shoes here are worth maybe $20 each. There's about 50 of those, so another $1,000.
She needs to get
This
10,000
is probably the
her
most
way.
random section of the storage unit. It's a whole bunch of police gear. So either somebody with a law enforcement history owned the storage unit, or maybe an actor. I can't show this on YouTube. That's not real, right?
It looks like
It is more like a prison.
Yeah.
And always the
Still, we've got more weapons.
Exactly.
It's like actual.
Seriously though, if we ever need disguises, this is a security officer uniform. There's a bunch of them. They almost look like costumes though, like special police services. What even is that? The oldest camera. Oh my gosh, and there's a sticker that says Office of the Sheriff St. Mary's County. What's on this camera? Okay.
Isn't that metal thing?
This metal thing? Ah, what is it? Oh, it's a grill thing. I thought it was gonna be weapons, but it's literally for like making steak. Is this a bulletproof vest? It looks like a very used bulletproof vest.
A nightstick?
Oh my gosh! There were a whole bunch of gun cases in this storage unit, and inside was nothing. Yeah, all of these were empty. Nothing in
Oh,
these.
freaking empty. You gotta be kidding me. Sorry to think you guys are damn.
Oh, do we have any use for a police badge?
Yeah, to arrest whoever sold this to us. This is to an actual gun.
Is this a police light?
Oh, I hope so.
I think this is a police light, but it's cut. Did they like steal it? What is going on? This section was pretty much worthless, so on to the next one. There was a ton of clothing in the storage unit. Women, children's, men's. All right, let's check out these clothes, especially this Prada coat that we got baited in with. And while it's safe to say a lot of the designer stuff is probably fake, there were still some
More
fun
like Prada.
finds. That's cute! And a surprising amount of this stuff was brand new with tags on it. So we had to bring a few pieces back to the Airbnb for a fashion show. Yeah! Fashion Nova! Oh, I definitely have this on backwards. This is actually pretty cute, I'm not gonna lie. But it is backwards for sure. Ooh. Next dress. Look at this one! This is actually so cute. The back is a little inappropriate. I probably won't show that, but is this stuff worth anything? Absolutely not, but it's fabulous. Okay, that's not entirely true. These dresses are low-key kind of expensive. Okay, there were 2 of these dresses in here, and I just thought they were fun. They feel very festive. Yeah, I don't think I would ever wear this out in public, but it's cute. Oh, this is my lovely assistant Anna. She's trying on our final piece of clothing. It's a good one. Oh, they look good. Wait, they're kind of cool. They're like booty scrunch pants times 1,000. Okay, back to our storage unit. Okay, this is cool though. Like even if this one's not like an official Chicago Bulls thing, that's a cool jacket. Steelers.
Oh, Kobe.
Eagles. 23. If I take the time to individually sell each piece of clothing here, we've got about $2,000 worth. We've got a whole bunch of Apple products. There's nothing in any. Oh, I wish there was an iPhone 6 in here. Nothing.
Not even a charger. Not even some headphones.
Oh, we got an iPad mini! No way! Well, now I need to check all these before I jump to conclusions. Oh, we got an iPhone 6s Plus. Wait, that's a Samsung! The amount of empty boxes in here definitely made me feel like this whole thing was a setup, so we took a break to try to get some answers.
You got scammed.
You got scammed?
Yeah.
Here's the information we were able to gather from the employees. Turns out a lot of storage units are intentionally abandoned so that people can just get the cash out of them.
Whoever owned all this stuff, they're gonna get most of the money that we paid.
You get the money that they owed and then they get the rest.
The customer would get the rest of it.
Okay.
When we opened that one and saw it, we was like, okay, he did that on purpose.
That wasn't great to hear, but we still have lots of storage unit left to explore. First, I want to find out if this iPod and iPad I found will turn on. Okay, we're checking the iPad mini, and we also found an iPod. It's a cute pink one. I'm gonna see if it turns on. Okay, so this one in the box actually has this weird receipt thing. It literally looks like their bank statement history. But this one is circled and it says that they paid $349 for this in 2013. So what is it worth now? $100 is what these are going for. If it even turns on. Okay. I don't think it's gonna turn on. But the iPad mini is fully functional. Okay, back to the storage unit. There were some other miscellaneous items like this table, a guitar, a keyboard. Okay, we've got a guitar in a sweater. And the oldest keyboard, none of which are probably worth much. Wow, beautiful. It's the theme song of this storage unit. This suitcase might be the nicest thing in this whole unit. Why does opening stuff like this scare me? Oh!
It's
a
another
two-part.
bag.
I mean, when this luggage was brand new, it was probably a couple $100. Moving on to the collectibles section of the storage unit. Okay, we've got a comic book. We'll have to look this one up. It's an X-Men. Okay, and then we've got boxes that are labeled Archie, DC, Marvel.
Oh,
Let's see if there's
wow.
anything in them. Moment of truth. Oh, we got comics. Let's go. I mean, they're pretty discolored, so from my limited comic book experience, these are probably like 99-cent comics. Let's check the Marvel one.
No, those are collectibles, my girl.
Big haul there. Yeah, some of these have price tags and they say like $3.65. Uncanny X-Men 184 is, well, the 9.6s are going for about $129. So this one's maybe $50. Not bad. Along with the Barbies, there was a lot of Hot Wheels. Once again, I know that some of these can go for a lot of money.
Freaking mega garage? Are you kidding me? This is like my childhood dream come true.
We also have all the Hot Wheels to go with it.
Best day of my life.
Batmobile. These are nice Hot Wheels. Matching Lambos. Cute. Couple goals. Do you want a tiny Tesla?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with these aren't worth anything, but I think they're cool. The Tesla and the Lamborghini. No, not $6.99 on eBay. This one's $19.99 on eBay. Okay, this one's $15. A whopping $150 worth of Hot Wheels. There's a few boxes that look really, really promising. Looks to be some like car and some other like sports memorabilia in these. A baseball. Does that mean $2? This is like some kid's little league ball that they all signed. We got football, NFL autographed. Matt Forte. I told Tyler to look it up and $300. What is this? What is it?
Is a stadium inside there?
Michael Jordan telephone. Where's the phone? Found this person's video on YouTube, and I guess when somebody calls, it does all this. And it's worth about $120. Oh my gosh, look at all these Pokemons.
Pokemons. Empty!
Oh, wait, we got got cards. Oh, they've all been opened though. I'm gonna guess all the cards are like that. Okay, we do have some unopened sealed sports cards. $40 and $50 for these, nothing too crazy. Are these all opened too? Yes, oh my gosh. So there's maybe a couple $100s worth of stuff in these, but nothing at like collector value, especially since they've all clearly been sifted through. Should we check out our lovely artwork? Welcome to the Hope Scope Art Gallery. I'm pretty sure these are not really worth anything. I think that they're just random thrift store finds. Although one piece did have a $300 price tag on it. In the listing photos, there looked to be some gaming equipment and consoles.
PS2.
I know PS2s are probably not worth money, but I feel like everybody has like that gaming system that takes them back to their childhood. Mine was the PS2, so there's two of them. And as much as I love PlayStation 2, these really aren't worth anything, especially if they don't come with the cords and controllers. An Xbox 360, how old is this thing? And a super cool Xbox bag, whoa. Games, PS3, we don't have a PS3. And when we opened the Xbox boxes, no.
Scammed again.
No.
There's not even a Call of Duty in here. Messed up. That's messed up. There was one item in the storage unit that there was kind of a disturbing amount of. I see hair. What is it?
Halloween costumes.
No, it's a whole bag of like wigs.
Wigs.
A lot of these hair extensions are actually 100% human hair, which is expensive. So I would say this is like easily $500 worth of hair if you know where to sell it, which honestly I don't really. I paid $10,060 for the storage unit, and the actual value is around $9,000. Definitely not the treasure trove that I was expecting it to be. And my number one rule for all of you is don't ever trust boxes. We kept about $1,500 worth of stuff for ourselves, and we still ended up being able to donate thousands of dollars worth of clothes and toys and stuff to people that really, really need it. Although I was hoping there would be some better stuff, because I was gonna do like a big free Christmas gifts giveaway type thing and try to help some people in need. Kind of like this video I did a while ago, but safe to say that part 2 isn't happening. Okay, I think it's time to find out if the Louis Vuitton bags are real or not. I have the authenticity results right here. We're gonna open them together. Bag number 1 is this vintage looking purse thing. Unfortunately, the item doesn't look authentic. They specifically feel like the stitching and the pattern has some inconsistencies. Okay, bag number 2 is this like satchel. The results are good news, this item has passed the authenticity check. This one was a win though, because these bags are going for $500 to $900. Bag number 3. The result is doesn't pass. You know, I'm not surprised, but I was hopeful. I did keep a bunch of the fun stuff that I thought you might like, and I am going to put those on my website later this week for 1 cent if you're interested in any of that. Text shop to my phone number 310-582-5313 if you want to get notified when those go live. Enjoy the next video.
Wow.
Over the past 4 years, I have talked to thousands of scammers, but I think this is the craziest so far. A group of scammers asked to connect to my bank so they could refund my money, but it quickly spiraled so far out of control that I don't think they could keep up with how absurd their lies were. There were billionaires who got kidnapped, they wanted to marry me. It was ridiculous. I managed to waste 11 hours of their time and collect 5 or 6 of their bank accounts and report it to bank fraud professionals. Hopefully you'll enjoy the ride.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Why is my computer not working right now?
Ma'am, it will work. We are processing your refund.
What do you mean you're processing my refund? My computer doesn't work.
Ma'am, the bank is...
I mean, look at it right now. The thing's just completely blank.
How is that possible, ma'am?
You wire transfer the money to me. Good Lord. I don't know. Put it back on my debit card. Can I please talk to your manager?
Ma'am, you are talking to the senior supervisor, ma'am.
Okay, then why haven't I received my money yet? Why?
They have transferred the money, ma'am. Did you check it?
Okay, thank God. All right, thank you. Have a good day. All right? Have a good day.
Ma'am, check your computer and let me know. whether you received the money or not.
A card
Just
case.
check your balance and let me know whether you received it or not.
Yeah, I got.
Honestly, I
refund
want to stick to
receipt
this
from
one
Norton
spot
and
because this
refund from
spot
Norton. I got 2
always gives me
notifications.
something.
2 notification and amount you received 289.99.
Yeah, 289.99. Yep. Wait. Wait, why do I have 2? 289.99, 289.99 twice.
Ma'am,
That's too much
did
money.
you make any mistakes while filling up the refund form?
I didn't even fill out the refund form, if you remember. I told you I wasn't gonna fill it out.
Ma'am,
So
you did fill it up, but you cancelled it, but there was a mistake in the refund form, and because of that you received 28,999.
twice.
And that too twice. Oh my goodness. Are you robbing Norton or what?
I didn't do that. I didn't do that. You did that. I didn't send the money.
No, you filled up the form wrong, ma'am.
I didn't fill up a form. I told you I'm not filling up a form. You filled up the form. Don't you blame me.
Oh my god. Did you see how much extra did you got? You received $58,000.
Twice. Yeah, that is
How will you send
crazy.
the money, ma'am, back to our department?
Well, I tell you what. Let me. Okay, let's think about it. Let's think about it. Okay, I've never been in a.
How far is the bank
I've
from
never
now?
been in a situation like this before. But I think if I call my bank and I tell them, you know, hey, there's been a mistake.
Ma'am, if the bank will
maybe
know
we'll be
about the
able to
mistake,
cancel
they
it.
will charge you for. Okay, listen to me first.
Maybe we can cancel it if I call the bank. I better do that actually.
Ma'am, hold on.
Hey,
hold
I'm gonna
on.
call you back. Is this 831 number a good one to call you
Ma'am,
back?
first listen to me. Listen to me.
I am listening to you. I'm saying I'm gonna call my bank and I'm gonna tell them what happened. And
No,
then
no.
Try to
If the
cancel
bank, if the bank people. Okay, listen to me first. Keep your mouth quiet and listen to me.
Okay,
If the
sorry,
bank
keep my
people
mouth
will know
what?
about the mistake,
What did you say?
I'm
Sorry.
telling you to be quiet. Be quiet.
Okay, first of all, we have to work together here. You made a mistake and transferred $50,000 to me.
Can you withdraw cash?
You want me to withdraw $57,000 cash?
Yes.
Okay, I mean that's one idea. Okay, what about this? What about another idea? Okay, where are you located?
In Pleasanton, California.
No kidding. My granddaughter lives maybe an hour from there.
My goodness, where does she live?
She's in California.
You have a granddaughter? You don't sound like that.
Oh, well, thank you, honey. I really appreciate that.
I thought I'm talking to a lady who might be 30, 35 years.
I could text my granddaughter. What if she meets you at Walmart tomorrow morning and I have her bring you some money?
Ma'am, can you go to the bank now? Can you go to the bank now?
I'm not sure about that. I'm not too sure about that, to be honest. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can just take out $57,000. It's a lot of cash. Besides, my granddaughter
whatever is the maximum.
my granddaughter could meet you at Walmart tomorrow with the cash.
Yeah, hi ma'am, this is Mr. David here. I'm really sorry you were talking to my balance officer and the line got disconnected. So can you hear me good now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm the head office. Hello?
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 Yeah, I think you guys both work
Yes,
for Norton,
can you
right?
hear me, Kevin? What happened?
The head office was calling. I figured I'd just merge the calls together so we can hash this out.
No. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you hear me good?
Yeah,
Can you hear me good?
let's just try to figure this
hung
out.
up their call. This is the head office. Yeah. Just hung up the other call, alright? Alright? Hung up the other call. This is from the head office. So this is David here, okay? And I just came to know about the situation about the amount that has been extra sent it into your account, correct? And you're discussing about the problem.
Wait.
So can you tell me, do you have any other cell phone number or something? Or it's a landline that I'm talking to you right now?
Yeah, what's the problem here? Listen, I got $57,000
Mr.
from you guys.
Yes, I know that, but it was not sent it by intentionally. It was by mistake that has been sent, okay? It's not a problem, man. You got the money. I know you. I trust you. Okay, we have your location and everything. Okay, ma'am. Do you have a pen and a paper with you?
I guess so. Why?
Okay, perfect. Now tell me one thing. Write down my password, okay? My password is London, all right? My name is David, okay? And my password is London, okay?
I don't need.
All right?
Don't tell
This
me.
is
I
the
don't want your
verification.
password.
This
Don't
is
tell
from
me
the-
your password. I don't need it. Why are you giving me your password?
No, this is for recognizing me, okay, ma'am? From the head office. Now tell me one thing. You are having a transfer. $57,000 has been sent into your account, correct, ma'am? Okay. So now confirm me one thing, please. Okay. Did you already made the transfer back, or are you still waiting for the account?
I'm still waiting for the account.
You're still waiting for the account. So now I'm the head officer from the accounts team. Okay, okay, ma'am. Now my name is David. So I personally called you so that I don't want any problem. This was a huge problem that has
Yeah, this
happened.
is bad.
But I don't
This is
want
really
you to
bad.
get into any kind of problem. Okay? It's like when you receive the money. Okay?
Raven. Oh, okay.
I will
Oh,
give you the
Raven.
right now the proper
Hello?
account. Okay? The business account. Okay, ma'am?
Okay.
And
okay.
I'm telling you, please don't get upset
Yeah.
with me. I'm telling you the consequence.
It's Mark. Mark from CMG?
Mark? CMG?
You might not remember me. It's alright.
Mark who?
Mark Tharwoggle.
Okay. Who is that? I don't remember that. Hey, mindless chatterbox.
Okay, no matter who it is, there are consequences, right? So I'm trying to solve the consequences. Okay, so this is why I called you up, and I personally want to talk to you so that you don't talk to anybody. You don't have to talk to anybody around the world. Okay, I will take care of this matter personally. All right, now.
Do I have to pay the 40% tax?
I take care of the tax around the whole America. Okay.
You take
I'm
care
in
of
California.
tax all over
California.
America. Okay.
All over America means at one point of time,
yeah.
I'm a first generation American, but at one point of time, my father has taken care of the matter of Mr. Donald Trump tax problem. Okay, so just understand. I don't want to say it loud. I'm not showing off. Okay, but when he got into trouble with that, so he tried to take care of and he solved the matter. So we are from the root about the tax thing.
So
okay,
basically,
I
you're
will
saying
make
that your
sure
father committed
you don't have to pay a
tax
single
evasion
money.
and is under investigation for tax fraud.
Yeah, and this is why I want look. Today, David called you. My name is David. Okay, Ali's name.
Hi.
Why I called you? Because I want you to stop talking to anybody about this matter. Okay. I want to deal this problem by my own. Okay.
I
because
don't know if
the
this
owner
guy.
personally called me. All right. Because
I don't know how this is
if,
working, but
let's say if you were talking to
I
anybody, you're
never
talking to Justin
unmerged
or
the
somebody,
two
right? I
phone
don't
calls,
remember.
and the other
correct?
guy still hasn't
So he
hung
worked
up,
for
so
like
he's just
$2,000,
listening
$3,000.
this whole time.
So anybody, if someone do
I don't
any
know if he's
mistake,
trying to steal
you
this
will have
from
to
his.
pay 40% tax.
I don't
So
know
this is
what's
why
happening.
I have been personally hired for you. Okay. And if anybody calls you, okay?
Okay, so if anybody calls me, I have to ask them if they were first generation America, but their father committed tax fraud and they moved to London. And you just typed on my computer, hang up the phone. Okay. Alright, I'll hang up.
No, no, no. Just turn off the computer. They are the people who want. Hello.
Yeah, this is Karen. Hello.
Hello. No, I'm the senior officer. Just turn off the computer. You don't have to answer any call. Okay.
Okay,
That is
hold
why
on.
I gave you the password.
It's really weird because he's like, don't talk to anyone else.
Announcement.
And the original guy, Justin, is on my computer saying like, do not talk to this other guy.
Announcement. Yeah, this is Justin. I think you were having a word with David?
Yeah, who's David?
No, you were having a word with London. David London?
Yeah, yeah. Is he your boss?
Where's Andy?
No, he's not my boss. He's
Big
somebody
E,
else.
brother.
Don't talk with him, okay?
How do
Wait,
you?
Big E, mate,
how
where
does
are
he
ya?
hit my phone number?
Ma'am, this is David. Hung up all
With the red
calls.
shorts,
Okay,
red
don't talk
pants.
to anybody else. I was giving you were talking to me. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, guys. I need to figure out what to do. Can you guys please? I know David works for the head office.
You are talking. Who you told your life story? Tell me. You are talking to David. You just told me the whole story of your life. They are trying to scam you. Hang up their call.
What?
They are trying to fraud you. Hung up their call. Hung up their call. They are trying to fraud you. They will give you wrong account and they will flash everything. Hung up their call. I'm David. You just told me the life story right now. Correct?
Oh my god.
Just now you told me your life story.
Don't they
Calm
work
down
for you?
yourself. They are the cheater. We throw them out from the company and now they are calling you
Just
by taking our company
right
name. So
now?
listen to me. Yeah, do not talk to them. Listen to me.
Wait.
Where
If
they
they're
are calling
cheating,
you? Are you
if they're
are they calling you
cheating,
in
how
this
are they
number?
cheating? Like, what do you mean? They were just on my computer and sent me $57,000.
I'm telling you what happened is they sent you the $57,000, but
Yeah.
then they were giving you the wrong account. Okay, they will tell you, I heard this conversation, okay, and I'm trying to shoo them out, but right now your safety is important, so I'm trying to put you on safety, okay, ma'am?
Okay.
Because what they are doing is they are trying to send it in their personal account. Take my name, David Wilson, okay, and my password is what you know. My password right now is Chipotle. Okay, ma'am?
Okay.
Forget about the money. I don't want the money.
Okay.
I want your safety.
Okay,
now, what
thank
they're
God.
doing is everybody's working from home. Listen, just turn off the computer. I am not in your computer, okay? So turn off the computer and listen to me. You are a smart lady, okay? So listen to me this thing. Everybody's working from home right now, okay?
Right.
So after they sent you the extra money, they are trying to make you transfer that in their personal account, okay? So that they will leave the country. You got my point? Or they will hide. So do not talk to anybody. You understand that? This is why I gave you the password. This is why I'm putting a security. This
I
is why the
understand.
boss called me and told me to take care of you. Now you understand? Now if you continuously get a call, if you get confused, then you will be in trouble. So you will talk to only one person in the planet, which is David Wilson, which is me. And
Well,
the
I
password is
also
Chipotle,
talked
so
to.
you can recognize me.
I also talked to my neighbor Susie.
About your neighbors, I'm talking about over the phone.
Oh, hold on, I'm getting a
First of
phone
all,
call from a
is this your
different
cell
number.
phone that
Can you
I'm
hold on
talking to
1
you?
minute? Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
No, they are the scammers. They are.
Hello, this is Karen Smith. Can I help you?
Yeah, Karen, don't talk with David. David are hackers.
Wait, how did David get my phone number? Like, he all of a sudden just called me.
Because those people are hackers. They are trying to take all the information from you. And you are giving all the information to them that you are born here, you came to Ohio, you are telling them everything. Why are you telling all personal things to them?
I mean, I gave him my, he asked for my username and password, so I gave him that. You know, because he's the head office.
No, they are hackers. They are hackers.
No, he's your boss. He's your boss.
Hey, Prez. What you doing, brother? What's that tat on your face, brother? What's that on your face, brother? Ooh, I got a present for you. Look on the ground. Fuckos.
You fuckos.
Get pranked, brother. Oh yeah, I heard you're having a war against Blackhand for Polito.
Do we actually?
I back the Saints all day, every day.
All day.
I'll also back you if you sell me your shit, Zaki, mate.
Yeah, that's if you sell him your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm poor.
Endo, is that you behind me with the ski mask?
How are
Yeah,
you
that's me, mate.
poor? What?
Very poor.
I bought the
Yeah,
new
right.
car. Really, Biggie?
Probably poorest man in the city at this point.
That's
What happened to your money? No way. That's bullshit.
No, I got rated for 30 mil.
What?
Yeah, big dramas.
Oh.
So, does the luck set do anything? Or am I just getting fucked with luck?
Don't you have 200 cases already? Or was it bullshit and...
That was all bullshit, brother. I've got nothing. do I need a luck set? Does that give me better stuff?
Yes,
no, it's fucking rigged.
Or is that rigged? How do I get one of those
I
things?
mean, I did an experiment. It gives you more profit.
With a luck set?
Yeah.
How do I get a luck set?
You have to buy on Twitter.
How much are they?
They're
Like
expensive.
150 or something? Is that?
You fucking serious?
Yes.
150? What do you think I'm made of money?
Yeah.
You'll make it back when you scavenge with it.
I can't afford that.
What do you mean? How much money you got in your bank account, Endo?
I don't want to talk about it. Trust me, it'll make you jealous, Zaki. Let me tell you.
Gambling too much.
20 mil?
18.5.
18.5 mil, not bad, Endo.
Absolutely, mate.
Fucking hell, Endo, man.
Hey, Biggie me. I'm just that guy.
You've done a Christo I am?
No, I don't matter. If I could, though, I would.
Oh, look. Christo and ham, bro.
Yeah, he made fucking quite a bit of money, you did. Didn't he wasted it all on a fucking shitty plane?
No, he didn't.
He bought that little shitty 3
Oh, is that what he... Okay.
Yeah.
That was his, okay.
Yeah, that one says he actually bought them.
Such a troll, bro.
Apparently, Zach is here.
He is not my boss, man. He is not my boss.
No, it's fine, honey. He gave me an account. He gave me an account in the United States, so it's fine.
That no, you don't have to transfer any money in that account. You will lose all money.
Wait, do you have an account? I just want to send the money back to Norton. Do you have an account?
Wait for a moment. When can you go to the bank?
I don't know, right now.
Can you take a picture of this and don't hang up my phone, okay?
Honey, I took a picture of it the second it landed on my notepad. Don't worry about it.
No, you take a picture and talk with me and leave your house right now. For the
Okay,
bank.
hold on 1 second. I'm getting another phone. I keep getting a phone call.
Don't answer any call.
Hold
Don't
on.
answer any call. Hey, mother chod. Hey, mother chod. Hey, mother chod. कहाँ से कॉल कर रहा है भोसड़ी वाला?
Guys?
Hang up that call. You hang up that phone. Those are भोसड़ी वाlas. You hang up their call.
Are you?
So David, this is
Do you
Mr.
two
David.
work together or not? That's all I need to know.
तेरा बाप का तेरा बाप
I just explained you.
Hey, Randy Garuda. Hey, Randy Garuda. तेरा माँ चुराने गई थी इंग्लैंड मदर चोद.
I just explained though.
Hey, Randy Garuda. चुप तेरा माँ बोल. आई तेरा माँ का बोल. Randy Garuda. तेरा माँ का बोल. आई तेरा माँ का बोल. Randy Garuda. कौन भोसड़ी वाला? बाप का लवड़ा में जात को दूर हो रहा रे. दर्शक. हाँ ना तेरा.
He's
Hey, mother चोद तेरा माँ को भूल में ढुका देंगे Randy Garuda जहाँ से हुआ है.
He's saying not nice things about his family, his private parts, and things of that nature.
Okay. Hello. They are trying to put you on the Karen. No. You please.
I'm sorry, I can't understand. Is somebody speaking German or like another
because
language?
they're talking in a different language. They're the terrorists.
Those are mother chod.
Language. They're the terrorists. They're making me cry about the situation. I just.
You're not talking to me. You're just talking to them.
David,
And
I
hate
only
it.
just met you. No need to
No,
get
you
needy. Listen to me. You called me because you own Norton, right? You're the owner?
Ma'am, I am the head manager. Somebody tried to scam you. I
Oh,
just
the head
called you to
manager,
support
sorry.
you. Just do
So
my
you were
fault.
right. They were trying
Okay.
to scam me, and I figured out how they were doing it. Bank of America
But
called,
what I
and
want
they
you
told
to
me.
but
They
listen.
said that they transferred
listen.
from my savings to my checking, and I never actually received any money. So you were right. They were trying to scam me.
And listen,
But the good
and
news
one
is,
more thing.
the good news is, honey, I don't owe you any money. Isn't that great?
Everything is great, but now you listen to me.
That's the good
The
news.
people you're talking to me.
That's
How
the
do you
great
believe
news,
they're Bank
David.
of America?
Isn't that
That
great
is-
news?
Listen, that is great news, but I want to tell you something.
I
just
mean, you
talked to
owe
Bank
me
of
like
America.
$300,
They're
but
saying-
I don't owe you anything, so.
Yeah, I just talked, man, darling, I will give you $100,000 from my salary, darling. I love you so much. You don't have to
Who
worry
said so?
about money. But listen to me. If you
No.
trust me or you respect me at least one person, just listen to me what I want to say, because I have a lot of feelings in my heart that I want to share it out with you. I just talked to Bank of America. You were talking to Bank of America, and I was also talking to Bank
Best
of
crab,
America.
king
They
crab.
said that
They
they
said.
never call any customer.
King crab.
They said they never call any customer. So the girl that you are talking to, she is the same girlfriend of the hacker. She tried to become Bank of America so she can fraud you in a different way. Do you understand that?
I mean, I don't know. They just told me to
I'm
go to
trying to
my.
help.
They said to go to my local branch. It doesn't seem like a
That
scam.
is what I'm telling you from the beginning. You don't. Okay, tell me one thing, darling. If I'm telling you something, my love, I'm telling you something to do the same thing. You're not doing it. But if someone else is saying you're doing it, what should I feel? Should I feel bad? Look, if you are a regular customer to me, I would have not give so much pressure or interest. But I got a different kind of attraction with you.
What the heck?
And I just don't know, different kind of respect with you, different kind of bonding with you. So
Mhm.
I'm also getting jealous about the situation.
It's
And I
just-
really want you to be mine. If you just listen to me, you will not listen to anybody else. That is fine. That is what I want to say. If I have to walk on a fire, I will do that for you.
What the hell?
I will be standing. If a bullet is coming, it has to touch me, not you. This is what I want. Will you be able to do that for me? Or do you want to talk to every other person apart from me? Tell me.
I didn't know you had those feelings for me. I had no idea.
I just had it. Listen, I'm very extrovert. I talk very straight.
Well, how was I
never
supposed
said
to know
this
that you had
anybody.
those feelings for me? I only just met you. I mean,
Because you were just talking to everybody. You're not talking to me. Forget about money. Forget about the money. I don't care about the money. I don't want to talk about the money. If you lose money, I will pay you. I'll give you.
honey, darling, I didn't.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't say all this thing. I shouldn't
didn't
share my
know.
feeling to my customer.
I didn't know that that's what.
No, you're behaving like a customer. You're behaving like a customer.
No. Maybe we could be more than that. I don't know.
By the way, the other scammers
Will you believe that?
are on my computer trying to add
You will
Zelle
ask for a proof. If
bank
I say
accounts to steal
I'm Shakespeare, William Shakespeare. Will you believe that?
No,
You will say no. I do not
William
believe
Shakespeare's dead.
So this is why I'm saying if any random person is calling you, and if they are saying they are the Bank of America, it doesn't mean they become Bank of America. It can be anybody. I'm very hurt inside my heart. It's hurting. Do not talk to them. I think they're making fool of you, and it's hurting me. I do not want to cry.
Okay, I'm gonna light my
Stay in touch
computer
with
on
me.
fire. I'm gonna light my computer on fire. Yeah. You know what?
No.
Attempts.
Forget about that.
There's been
I
attempts,
want your computer to be.
but no success.
It's off. Do not break it.
Forget about this thing, huh? Yeah, it's off now. It's off now. This thing caused me nothing but trouble.
Get you a new laptop. I'll get you a new computer. Do not be worried about that, okay? Break
God,
everything. I'll get it for you.
Oh, what the heck?
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
That's
Please.
fine.
Please calm down.
Who the hell's that dude? And why was he in my boat?
See you now.
Me too. Me too. Me too. I am.
Probably. I mean, the last time I did my boot, it was underneath, so it was probably inside the boat.
I was so happy talking to you. And I got so jealous when you did this. I don't
So
know
I'm
what happened.
pretty far.
Just keep my number and I'll call you.
But where's
I
the
tell you what,
other
let's
boat?
The password be
okay?
Black boat is gone, unless it
iClub.
got moved.
ICUP.
Disgusting. Okay, I'll know it's you if you call me and you spell that out.
So there is a problem, okay? That is what I need to talk to you, okay? And I need your patience, and I want you to listen to me. Now listen to me. Yesterday the hackers went into your
Why
Bank
does
of
he
America
keep
account,
saying
okay?
that he's been calling me saying that he's
He
you?
got confused.
Okay, well.
I'm very confused about all this.
He wanted to say that. He wanted to say that he's from my team, okay? So that you don't get confused, okay?
You shouldn't have.
That is not important.
Oh,
what is important part is that he works with the Bank of America, okay?
No, they
So now
destroyed
listen
my
to me.
boat.
Your
That's what they
account,
did.
okay? Yesterday the hackers went into your account, okay? So today I have to change your whole account, okay?
But I can still
And
write
I
it.
have to move everything, alright? Because
I'm gonna have to store the boat.
that
See, they blew it
yesterday
up
the
or
hackers tried to
something.
hack you so many times, correct? So I'm
I have to
continuously
store it.
suspecting that somebody
Because
from
I
the bank
can't
also is
go into the
involved from
boat.
the local branch, okay?
Yeah,
Do one
I'm
thing,
getting a
eh?
call from Bank of America
I know.
right now. Maybe it's him. Hold on.
I don't get
No, they are
why.
not Bank of America.
Hello, this is Karen
Yeah, Karen, this is Marcus. So where are you at the moment?
from Bank of America, correct?
No, I told you not to answer the call for them. They are wrong people. Don't talk with them.
No, David is not the bad. David is very helpful. David's been helping me, not.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that way, but I can't access my boot if it says it's been blown up. That's the issue. I'm gonna have to store it and see.
Why would you stop talking to me? I thought you cared about me.
Because I want you to hang up these calls. I'm not liking it when you're talking.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what the plan is.
Okay, sorry. So just to be clear, the head officer of Bank of America called you to say.
And told me that
So they called you to tell you that they never call anyone.
they never call anyone. Yes, and now the guy you are
So just to
talking
be clear,
he's
one more
from
time
the team.
for the people in the back. The head officer of Bank of America called you to tell you that they never call anyone.
What's that?
The bank never calls anybody. Okay.
Oh no.
Just coming back from your dive?
Nah, her boat went poof.
Wait, what? Yeah, my boat got blown up.
Wait, how?
I
Wait,
don't know.
someone
I
did steal my boat.
So I was able. Okay, what happened? I went up, right? And my last, like, when I was gonna check my boot, I did it underneath the water, okay? And then I went up. I was not gonna plan to do it underwater. I was planning to go on my boat instead. And then some dude comes out of nowhere and literally dives into the ocean from inside my, like, in the inner part of the boat. There was a black boat next to me that disappeared. What was your boat? Was it
gone?
It was like the black one, but it was next to that.
Should be somewhere. Wait, I'm gonna see, cause I don't know what happened to my boat. They said it got blown up, but I could ride it. I don't know. You wanna go look for the dinghy? But you locked your boot, right? Yeah, no, it's still all here.
Yeah, the boot is locked, but like, fucking the boat. I think I unlocked the boat. I forgot to lock it.
Yeah, I always try to check.
I guess that ends my.
Even how is your boat on 99%, mate?
I don't know.
Mine's
Like I
on
said,
33.
like I said, it was so what happened was, I don't know what it said. It said it was blown up. I don't know. It said it was blown up.
Wow. But how do you even fix boats? Mine's on freaking 33%.
Well, there's supposed to be at the marina. There's supposed to be a repair station there for.
Really?
It's supposed to be. I don't know if it still works. There used to be.
Oh shit.
But let's go look for your dinghy.
I think it's gone. Like, I don't know where they would have went with it.
Honestly, someone just trolling. Like, someone's been like, there's a few people that have been trolling in that area, like, right now.
Yeah, but like, I don't know where they would have went with a fucking boat though. Like,
maybe not too. Maybe near the shoreline. Could see.
Maybe. Oh god, I'm gonna drown. I'm good.
Kevin, Chris is awesome right now. Like, sides. Yeah, let's go on. Oh man. What do you mean, Kevin? Maybe it's this one. Do I have Tyrone's number? It's not. I don't know if I have the number. Tyrone. Got 10. I don't got Tyrone. Yo, next to the shoreline, check that one out. I mean, the dinghies all look the same, so. Check if that's yours.
You can't change colors.
Oh.
It's your.
Yeah, somebody stole it.
Let's see if you can access the boot. See if you can access the boot.
It's locked. 100%.
Yeah, but see if you can access it, because mine was blown up for some reason. But honestly, like, before you get out of the boat, just do your out muscle, make sure everything's locked. I always do my out muscle, and then when I get out of my boat, I always do the F muscle and then T/boot muscle.
Damn.
It's like a double, double security.
That's like just too much. It's just too much, baby. Just...
I've had people try to boot check me. It's a big procedure that I always go by, okay? Just to make sure.
Okay, fair enough.
Because some random fuckwit.
To ride back to shore.
Probably.
Because, like, they obviously were like trying to steal my boat.
Dude, why can't they just buy a boat instead of bring these cars over to the beach? Like, come on.
I know, right? Like, come on.
There's a shark also in between, so
Yeah, I saw that. We were trying to suss if it would be aggro, and then he jumped in the
yes,
water.
they
and
are
thought it was
aggro.
chasing him.
Someone's coming up.
Yeah, it was real aggro to me.
Mm-mm.
Bro! Bro, sir! Were you the one that took Bo Dingy?
Yeah, I wish, but I'm just gonna park my boat a little ways away. A little ways away. Like here, ways away. So see, now those are both all locked. Anchor is, yeah, boat, mask, F muscle. I am good. Let's go. Good. Dude, I don't know. Like, my boat looked wrecked and it said it was blown up, so I don't know. It's been happening quite a few times. You could do exclamation cases to find out.
With me. I will connect you to Bank of America. I will connect you to Bank of America.
It's in the title.
They will not call you. I will connect
go.
you to the conference call. Okay? Okay. Now listen to me. Roger is there.
Okay, I pulled out. Yeah, I took you off speaker. Listen, is Roger on the phone?
Hello? Yes, it's Roger here. How are you doing?
Hey Roger, how are you? It's Karen. One thing I was wondering is, do you have the ability to?
Alrighty.
You're a pretty high up executive at Bank of America, right? Basically, you're in charge of everyone at Bank of America.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, Roger, could you do me a huge favor? I'm in a little bit of a situation. Let me explain what happened.
I don't know if I've hoarded that much, 90 million. I've been selling some stuff to the Delucci's already, like especially the salvage stuff, because they're paying more than merchant price, so it's been pretty good. Like I've been like almost doubling my money.
Okay.
I think I might have wired it to the wrong place. So I had to send this in 4 separate transactions.
In the morning you wired in the wrong
I had to
place.
do 4 separate transactions. Sorry, 5 actually, because they had to be $10,000 or less. So I have 5 wire transfers that are going out to separate bank accounts at Norton, and I was wondering, could you please transfer me to somebody who works in the wire, whether it's like wire fraud or the consumer side of banking, please? That way I can get these canceled.
It's me.
Oh god, I guess it'd be 6.
It's me.
Okay, can you please cancel those transactions? I can give you the whatever information I need.
Listen. Can I say something now?
Could you do me a favor?
Can I say something now?
Can you cancel those transactions? It was this
I will
morning
do
though.
that.
It was
I
about.
will do that.
I would say it's about
do
6
that.
hours ago, though. Is it? Can you still cancel those if it was 6 hours ago?
Can you?
Because
Listen to me
I'm a little bit
now.
concerned because sometimes
Listen to me
wires
now.
go through in like what 30 minutes or an hour, and it's been about 6 hours.
Exactly. So that's why. Listen.
Do you think you could cancel that still, or is that something that you can do as an executive at Bank of America?
There is only one option left, okay? Very quick, you need to go to the branch, okay? And you need to cancel. You need to tell them.
No, I'm 15 minutes away from the branch. You cancel it. You cancel it. You're the executive of Bank. You are the general of Bank of America. Cancel it for me. Good God, what's the point of being the general of Bank of America if you can't cancel an account?
Can I say something? Can I say something? Can I say something?
Cancel it for me, please. Your friend's job is on the line. Your friend could go to prison. Your friend could go to prison. I'm gonna get the government involved. Just please click cancel. Please. I'm just gonna call my local branch and see if they can help, okay? I'm gonna call my local branch really quick. Can you stay on the phone for me? What was your name again? What was your name again? Hold on one second. Hold on one second.
Listen.
Thank you for calling Bank of America, Strongsville, located at.
Did you hear that beep? He hung up so fast. They hate that stuff. Oh, it's so good. Oh, they hate it. He called me all weekend, and since I was out of town and didn't get a chance to talk to him, I came up with the excuse that I flew to San Diego, which is where he claimed to live.
Hi, David here, and the password is God. Tell me. Where the hell you were?
Sweetheart,
You're not
where
answering
are
my
you?
call. You didn't fucking answer my
Sweetheart,
call
where are
the
you
whole
right now?
day.
Where are you, honey?
I'm in California.
You're in San Diego, right?
Right. Tell me.
Honey, I'm in the airport right now.
What the and where were you all this time? I'm stuck right now.
Honey, I'm here to see you.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And what happened? Did anybody call you after that?
Oh, of course. Yeah. I was traveling.
What did you say?
I was traveling all day yesterday.
Oh
I
my
heard
goodness.
that.
Tell me one thing.
Honey, I need to see you right now.
I need to see you too, but right now I am
Where are
connected
you?
to the
Where
federal
are you
department.
in
The FBI is
San
here.
Diego? Where are you?
FBI is here. FBI is here. Okay, in my office.
Well,
Okay. Give me 5
there.
minutes. Let me go out.
I'll come there.
What?
I was
What the
all
fuck?
over the
Can you
place.
say it again? What was the subject?
I was all over the place. I'm in San Diego right now.
Okay, perfect. Now listen to me. Okay. Give me 5 minutes. I'll call you back. 5 minutes. Okay.
I just landed.
All right.
I
I'll
really
try to
thought
come.
I thought you would be excited. I thought you'd be excited.
I'm excited. I want to come. I want to see you. Just give me 5. I didn't know you were coming, no? And it's fucking shocking. I'm shivering right now.
It's a surprise. And I
Thank you.
brought all the cash I could take out of my bank, to come see you.
How much did you got?
Well, they let me take out 2,000.
I'm in San Diego in the secret office, okay? I will just sign the paper.
Just give me an address. Tell me, okay, what street is it on?
No, I am in the secret office. Secret office, okay?
What do you mean
I want you to listen to me. Listen to
Pardon?
me. I will
San
leave
Diego
right
isn't
now.
that big. I mean, it's not that big of a place.
No,
Hey,
I don't.
Get me a mango lemon right now, okay? And listen to me.
Oh, look that case.
Send me the papers right now. I need to leave right now, okay?
I don't think I'll use it. But...
Is it your assistant?
500.
I was away from the PC.
Is it really?
500. How long will it take to get lemon? 30 minutes. What the 30 minutes? Tell him to come now, right now. Yeah, helipad. Yeah. You
Tell
want
him
me to
ready
pick you up in the
helipad.
helicopter?
Yeah, tell them they're ready the helipad.
How long will it take to bring helipad? 45 minutes. It will take 45 minutes. What the 45 minutes? Are you
So that
kidding me?
is 37.
Okay, fine. Get me a limo and tell him to send the helicopter. Listen. All my colleagues are saying goodbye to me, so they want to say something to you. Say, have a happy married life. Wish you all the best. Okay, they're saying have a happy marriage life. Okay. Now listen to me. I have to call. Let me come. Okay.
I couldn't really hear what they said.
Oh, there was 500 people shouting at the same time. That's why.
Tell them to
They
say
said,
it one
have
more
a
time.
happy-
Tell them to say it one more time.
Married life.
Okay, thank you. Do not talk to Bank of America. Did you send any money after that? After the 60,000?
Well, to you, I sent the money to you, and then they helped me send the rest of the money
Okay.
to
After
you
that,
as
no.
well.
And did you do that?
Yeah, I mean, they gave me your updated account.
No, it was not me. I told you not to talk to anybody without me, you stupid. If I will give you my updated account, they scammed you again.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Say
Oh
that one
my
more time.
God.
It's kind of hard to hear
When
you.
did you do it? They scammed you again. If I had an updated account, I would give it to you. Not them. They scammed you again. When did you do that?
No, they gave me your. This was the FTC Bank of America officer.
Fucking, I am telling you, my updated account, I will know. Listen, my updated
and
account.
he gave it to me. That way I could get the rest of the money. He was very nice.
Stupid.
He was
Listen.
so nice.
Listen.
And afterwards,
I will give you my. Okay,
I took
my
the last
update.
$2,000 out of my bank, and I left to come see you.
My
He is so
updated
mad, yeah.
account, I will give you, not someone else will give you. Why? They are the scammers. They
He
scammed you
works
again.
with-
I
he
never
works
got
for
any
the
money.
Federal Trade Commission. I mean, he knows all about your company.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Well,
How do you know that?
It's obvious. He gave me his name and his badge number, and I looked it up on Google.
Oh, it makes me smile so big to know that he thinks that he's losing money left and right. He's so disappointed.
He's
Oh,
with the
David,
cop.
I think I found the helicopter place where they do the helicopters. If that's where he...
No one is coming to. Will you please listen?
It says
Please listen.
$200. It says $200 for the San
Will you
Diego
please listen?
tour or whatever.
Will you, hey, you idiot! Will you
$200
please
for the
listen?
San Diego tour. It's actually in a couple minutes they're gonna have it. I can actually see the thing coming in now. Did he send this for me, or did he?
Are you dumb or what?
Is he paying for this?
Are you dumb or what? Are you dumb or what? Are you dumb?
What?
The cops taken care of. Are you dumb or what, madam? Henry's with the cops.
Tell him I paid the $200 to get on the helicopter.
Ma'am,
Son,
come
I
out
hear your
from
chair's
there.
gone.
Come out from there and talk to me. Come out from there.
Is David on the phone?
No, cancel it. The police has taken David.
Because he's not getting his money, the scammer.
He cannot meet you right now. He is taken.
He's
going
literally
to be
trolling
put
the
in-
scammer.
He
It's
is
so
taken
funny.
to the court and he will be
Wasting their
prisoner.
times.
Don't need to worry. I just talked to David and I just tell everything about you. And he just asked me, did he reach home safely and perfectly? I said yes, he reached home, and he has gave me the message that please don't take any worry, don't take any tension. He will
Fucking
come
hell.
back and he will
So
talk to you.
bad,
When he
man.
will
Yeah.
come, the day he will come, right? And after a few weeks, he will marry you. Don't need to be worried. Through me. Now, right now what I'm doing, when I will call David to talk to them.
Oh
talk
yeah,
to
yeah,
David,
I've
what
seen
I'm trying
those.
to
The
do,
glitter
I will call
bombs.
you I will call you as well, then I can merge the call.
That's actually
in the
pretty
phone
funny.
conversation, like, three
And the
people talk at the same
cockroaches.
time, like a group conversation.
I'm aware of a group phone call.
Exactly. So I'm just trying to connect them, that I can connect your call as well. Then I will keep myself mute, that you can both talk like for a minute, 2 or 3 minutes. It will be okay. Hi, David here. David here, with a beautiful face. How are you?
David, how are you, sweetheart? You
How are
never
you?
called. You never called me. No calls, no texts, no nothing.
Yeah. I was trying to call. I told you I'll call you today. Tell me one thing. How's your health? Are you okay?
Yeah, well, I'm crying a lot because I miss you. That's all.
Well, me too.
Honey,
Look,
can you
I
just
don't-
come to my house?
Okay.
Just come help me
No,
with all
you.
this. I want you to help me with all
trying
this.
to
I don't know
fly
how
with
to.
you.
Honey, sweetheart, baby, daddy, I don't know how to do this.
So listen.
I'm old.
Do you want to live with me forever? Okay.
I want to
Yes.
live the rest of
Then you
my
have to-
years with you, not forever.
Okay. Then
Honestly,
you have to do this struggle.
At some point,
This is the
forever's a
price
really
that you
long
have to pay.
time. You know,
This is
my
the
mother,
price that you have-
when she grew up, there was no such thing as television.
Okay,
There was
listen.
no such
I
thing as an
cannot talk to you
airplane.
right now.
And
Hello, listen,
they go
listen.
from inventing an
I'll call you
airplane
in 20
and color
minutes,
television,
okay?
and now they're flying to space, and Elon, what's his name, has spaceship
Call
rockets
the
landing in
bank.
his backyard. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
I
Stay
don't know if
and let's not
I
talk
don't know
about
if
the
I can
important
handle
part.
living for
and
like 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying?
The more you will talk,
some sort of
the late I
alien's
will
gonna
come.
come down and they're gonna
Real
implant
Ajib
in our
Chuda.
minds or whatever. I
Abhi
can't
sun-
deal with that
Hello.
stuff. David,
The
I'm
more
pregnant.
you will talk, the more you will talk, the late I will come. Okay? All right.
Sorry, what was
so
that?
now listen to me. The more you will talk,
He doesn't
the
even
late
listen to
it
me.
will take. Okay.
You know what's
so now
crazy?
listen to me.
You know
This
what
is-
I did? You know what I did, honey? When I was talking, so after I got home, I got a call from the bank fraud department, and they told me that I should convert a bunch of my cash into reloadable wallet cards. That way I couldn't lose any more money. And
no,
so I got those. I
no.
thought you'd be proud of me. I got a bunch of those. I'm actually planning on, you know, keeping those for a while. That way I can't lose my money. I got a bunch of those.
You have to make the wire transfer. Do you realize that?
I mean, I'll do my best, sweetie. I'll try.
Go to the bank right now and tell them to
a
wire the money.
landline?
Okay?
By the way, does my landline phone have a SIM card? Do I need to?
No, I'm talking about your cell phone and disconnect your landline. Okay, and don't talk to anybody else, and I'll talk to you later on and make the transfer, okay? Wire transfer, and don't send the money to anybody else. Listen,
Happy
what the fuck
anniversary.
is this? I told you,
Happy anniversary.
do not tell, I'm telling you, it's an emergency.
David, I
do
want to see
no,
you. It's been weeks.
Do you understand the urgency?
I don't understand the urgency. Frankly, I ask you every
Then
time
I don't understand
what's
your
going on,
urgency.
and you don't tell me. I went to the bank. I
You
spent
are
an
not
hour
making-
talking to
you
them.
are-
I made
don't
a
give a
fool
fuck.
of
Then why did you
myself
talk
in
to
the
them
middle
over
of
the
the
phone?
bank. I was screaming
Why
at them,
did you
saying
talk?
that my husband needs the money, and
Why
they
did
didn't
you
care.
talk? Okay, I will tell you. I am Tom Cruise.
What?
Then will you believe that?
This is Tom Cruise.
You are so dumb and stupid.
Wow.
Say that about
Never
me.
talk to anybody. Go move your ass if you want to stay with me.
David,
because
stop that. We need to go
Okay,
to
listen.
couples therapy or something. Don't. I thought you cared about me.
I do care about you, but you're not
Then
following me.
why are you saying
Go to the
this?
bank.
I mean, I don't even know where you are. I don't know if you're in prison. I don't know. I don't even know if you're alive. You realize every night I go to bed wondering about you. Every single night I go to bed and I think to myself, is he gonna be okay? Am I gonna hear from him again? Am I ever gonna meet him? Is he ever gonna come to my house? And then you call me and you just start yelling at me about all this money.
I tell you a very simple thing.
Give me your address.
Go to the bank.
Give
Don't
me your
talk
is doing
over
so
the
far
phone.
away?
right now.
You keep on being upset.
Is that where the shore is?
I'm leaving
no.
with you to Singapore.
I don't want to go to
I'm
Singapore.
planning everything. Then I'm New Zealand.
Yes.
Wherever you wanna go,
Yes.
I will take you in a jet. But I'm planning that thing. Can I complete that plan? I cannot be invisible in 1 second. I'm planning to
He
move
said he's Tom
out
Cruise.
of the country with you.
Okay.
And you are not helping me to solve that matter.
Okay, what's the
I'm
problem?
telling you that
What's
we
the
have to move. Problem is I need one of your documents to make the tickets and everything. First thing, okay? Second thing, I need you to send all the money in that account, okay? The account that I gave you, the radio account. Today, I don't give a how it happened.
You know, I have a friend. I have a friend in New Zealand.
What are you talking about?
I have
What
a
are you
friend.
talking? Why are you behaving dumb? I can't, friend. I'm talking about America.
Talking about our
I'm
life
talking
together.
Until and unless you won't come with me on the plane, how would until and unless you won't come and sit with me on the plane, how will you go to New Zealand?
No, I don't
if
like
you want
using.
to come
I
and
don't
sit
like
with me
using
on the,
bathrooms
let me
on
listen.
planes. I always
I have
go
to
beforehand.
plan anywhere. Listen, if I go anywhere, I am managing things from my side, and I am giving you your work to do, so I can meet you soon. If you be kid of 10 years old who will just cry and don't do anything, then we will never be able to meet. I am telling you to just go
Said
make
he's
the
Tom
transfer
Cruise,
and
this
send me a
scammer.
picture of your document. That's all. Send me a picture of your driver's license and make
Yeah, I
the
know.
transfer in that
He
radio
doesn't.
account. That's all. Bye.
Okay. Sweetie. When are you gonna? He's such a jerk.
These are red flags left and right.
David here. Listen.
David.
I am hostage somewhere. I'm hostage somewhere. Okay.
Was that
I'm
guy?
hostage.
Was that guy?
I'm
your partner?
Was that guy? No. Why you behave dumb? Why he will be with me?
Is he the evil guy?
I'm running away
that's
from
trying
him.
to take all of your money?
No, I am a hostage right now. I have to give him some money to
You
come
are a
out.
hostage right now?
Yeah. So I need some money right now. If you give me, I will be safe. If you don't give me, I will not be safe. So
Let
I
me
need you
talk to the
protect
person
me
holding
with
you
the money.
hostage. Who are you and where do you live?
Hello?
Who are you?
Right now, he is in
Who do you
hospital.
think you are?
Just give that money. Just give that money.
What
then
have
we
you
will- we
done
gonna
with my
release him,
husband?
okay?
What have you done with my husband? Is he alive?
He is alive right. He is alive right now. Which is okay for you, okay? Just
Release
give
him.
that money.
Release
right,
him.
then I'm gonna leave him.
Release him.
No, just give me. Just give that money. I'm gonna release him.
Release him right now. I do not negotiate with kidnappers.
So,
Release him.
Just give that money.
I'm not giving you any money. I'm not giving you any money. All of his money is gone. All of his money's gone.
No, I don't.
I'm not giving you any money.
want it. You are giving that money to the David.
Nope.
Right.
Nope.
Hello? David here, listen. David here, okay? If you be upset, if you cry, I will lose my life.
Why is
Just
the
better give me
hostage guy letting you use your phone?
If you don't give me the money, I will lose my life. Just arrange, listen to him, and
Why
I will
though?
be safe.
It doesn't even. This is worse than the last season of Game of Thrones. This doesn't make any sense, David.
Because I owe him some money. Okay, he owes me some money.
You have
right? And I have to give
$3 billion in New Zealand. Tell the guy to fly you to New Zealand.
Give me my money. Either you gave me or David gave me.
Okay, do you want gift cards?
You don't have.
You want gift cards, right?
Yes.
Okay. And how much do you want? How much money is David's
4,000.
worth?
4,000. That's it.
He's saving 4,000 and she's killing my life. Yeah, do that. You know, your 4,000 will destroy my life, Husky.
David.
Your 4,000 will destroy my life. Just give him my money. Give him the money. I promise you I'll be safe.
David.
Just go to the Walmart.
I'm going to go to Walmart. I'm going to go to Walmart. Just stay on
right
the phone.
now.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Where is
You did a mistake.
I haven't done any mistakes.
did a
Let me
mistake.
speak with David.
You scratched the whole number.
I did scratch
cannot
the
see
whole
a
number.
number.
Now let me talk to David. David, sweetheart. Honey.
Hello.
You're okay. Let me send you the rest of the cards.
Yeah, I need the rest of the card, but scratch it gently. The number is not visible.
Let me send you the. I did the best I could to scratch the label off. The kidnapper
Slowly.
guy said scratch it off, the whole thing off. Did you get the one I just did?
Yeah, but the number, no one can read the number.
I know,
have
that's
to
what
read
he
the-
told me to do. He said scratch the label off.
The silver thing. The number should be visible. Okay? Slowly.
Yeah, get him there.
It hurts.
I should have changed the orientation. I sent David a series of pictures featuring completely destroyed gift cards, as you saw, and he was frustrated. He didn't call me back for about a week or so.
David, sweetheart,
Can you
where
go
have
to
you been?
Walmart right now? Can you go to Walmart right now?
David, where have you
and
been?
Get me to...
I've left so many voicemails for you. What happened to you,
Yeah, because
David?
last time you dished me. You dished me last time.
Yeah,
What are you
I've
talking
gotten
about? I did everything I
I
could.
think you're playing
2
with
hard
me.
cases
He was
Walmart
asking
gift card. I will not call you ever in my
2
life. I
hard
called you last time
cases
to
and
just tell
1
you,
break.
if you give me, last time I told you I was dying and I asked you for 4 Walmart
guy
gift
almost
card
stabbed
and you
me.
didn't give me. So can you get me 4 Walmart gift card today?
But you're not dying. You said you.
Why would I sell you my
come to my
character?
house. You come to my
Hell
house.
no.
Come to my house.
You're playing with me again.
It's
You're
not
playing
just
with me
gift
again.
cards
I'm
that
gonna
I
give
have
your
for you.
name to the FBI and
It's
everybody.
not just
No,
gift
no, no.
cards.
Fuck off.
I got more than gift cards for you, sweetheart. I just need
I
you
don't
to come
get
to my
scared.
house.
Will you give
I mean, if I'm
me?
gonna
I
sell
need to get
Caro,
you.
it'd be
bought
probably
I
the
bought
non-Yankton
them,
one.
David. I bought them and I tried.
But I'm
I
using
did
them on
exactly
my
what
my
the
other
kidnapper
characters.
told me.
Yeah, and you scratched it wrong. Go and get 4 Walmart gift cards today, okay? You scratched it wrong last time.
You just randomly called me and it's like, yo, please get me the gift cards. Last time I told you that I was gonna die if you didn't give me the gift cards and you didn't, but could you do that today? By the way, I'm perfectly fine.
Never gonna
It's
sell
been
my
2 weeks
Yankton
since I told
Caro.
you. He hasn't met his quota for the month, I guess.
You know what, David? You know what, David? I
get-
don't think you should call me. You and I are
Yes?
through. I don't think you
Yeah,
love me.
obviously.
I don't think you
My
love
life
me.
every time I
don't
ask
love
you for
me.
the help, and you never help me.
You don't
don't
love me,
prove
do
you're
you?
playing with me.
Do you
You're
love
playing
me?
with me.
Do you
You're
love
playing
me or
with
not,
me.
David?
You
Because
gave the
told me
$70,000.
you told me a
I
dozen
do.
times
I
that
love
you would
but
come
you
to
never
my
loved me.
house and that we would get married
I
and
am.
that we would move to New
Hey, you
Zealand.
stupid lady.
And I
Do
just
you
sit
understand
here
I'm stuck?
every day. I sit here at my house waiting for you, and you never come, David.
Stupid lady.
You
Hey,
never.
you stupid
You
woman.
never
Do
show
you
up.
understand I'm stuck?
You tell me
Are
every
you
single
mad?
time you're gonna
Tell me
come
this.
here.
Are
I
you
flew to
mad?
San Diego
Are
for
you
you.
mad?
I went to New York to try to find you. I contacted the police. I sold my house for
But you
you.
didn't give me
I sold my
$2,000.
house for
But
you.
you cannot
You
give
know
me
that?
$2,000.
And it's
But
still a better love
but you
story
cannot
than
get me.
Twilight.
You don't call me cock.
I tried to help you.
Just leave me alone. You never. Then why are you talking?
I
Prove
loved
it.
you, David.
I don't believe in words. Prove it.
I loved
Prove
you.
it.
You know that.
Prove it. And then
How did you escape the kidnapper, David?
I did not escape. I just
No, I want to know because 2 weeks ago you
beat
told
them.
2 weeks ago you told me that if I didn't give you the gift cards you'd die.
I got a
and then
stuck
you didn't
one.
talk to me for 2 weeks, and now here you are. Did you
Yeah.
get resurrected
I'm
or
telling
something?
you.
You calling me from
I'm
heaven?
telling you.
Oh, hell.
I'm telling you.
Hello,
I have to
Swish.
request them to give me time. I am secretly hidden in America. Now listen the truth. What is the truth, okay?
You could do exclamation
hiding in
cases
America.
to check the cases.
I am hiding in.
It's even on the title.
Go get it.
I am hiding in America.
Where?
I'm hidden in America right now. I'm telling you, listen. You stupid, don't talk. Otherwise
Don't
I'll
you
hang
dare
up.
call me stupid.
I am hiding in America because American. I have taken all the 3 billion and I have transferred it to New Zealand. Okay. And now I'm hiding in America because American police are searching for me. So I need $2,000 so I can just leave this place. I cannot contact anyone. That's why I don't have $1 also. And I need your help to get $2,000.
trying to
And
get
you
a
are
ride?
fucking around with your love.
Are you trying to get a ride somewhere?
Can you give me 2,000?
Do you need a ride?
But I need many things. I need
I'll
many
call
things.
you.
I need
I'll call you
$2,000.
an
Can
Uber.
you give it to me?
I will get you an Uber right now. I'll get you
Hey,
a
you
ride.
bastard! Are you fucking
I
playing?
will pay for you.
Fuck off.
I'll pay you. You come right to my house. Oh, look who it is! David crawling back.
Do
You
have,
treat me. You are treating me
Do you have a bank
horribly.
account?
You know that. You are.
I will talk about that later. Hey, you stupid, you dumb
Whoa.
lady. You don't understand. I'm in trouble. Can we talk about all this bullshit later on? It's urgent.
David.
So you have to help me out.
Say you're sorry.
I'm really sorry.
No, I want.
Now
I
can you
want you to.
help me,
I
please?
want to believe it. I want to hear it in your voice when you say you're sorry. Say that you're sorry for leaving me here for 2 weeks, thinking that you died.
Can we do all these things when we meet? I didn't leave you intentionally. I'm hiding.
I've been waiting for you.
What kind of stupid woman you are who doesn't understand that I'm in trouble and
stuck.
I gotta meet you. I will
I'll
fly
give you my
to
bank account.
I will literally
Should I
right
give
now.
you a bank
I
account?
will
Why
go
can't
to,
you just give
I
me
will
the
go
cash?
to the airport right now and I will fly to you.
I know, I need a private flight.
Tell him, hey,
Okay.
David.
Perfect,
hey, sweetie.
perfect. That is the safest
Hey,
one, right?
Sweetie,
That is
sweetheart.
the safest one. Okay. How much
Sweetie,
money you need? $8,593.
Hey, cutie
Oh,
cakes. Tootsie
$8,953.
Poo.
Listen. Hey, ma'am.
Lover buttons.
Hey, listen, darling. Send him
cutie pie.
send
Sweetie,
him 9,000 right now, okay? Send him
sweetheart,
9,000, okay? And
sweetheart.
call me. Send him 9,000.
Sweetie,
Yeah.
listen to me. Hey, hold on. I can get you a flight for free to anywhere.
You don't have to
I
do
have air miles. I have
But what is the
so
problem with your 9,000?
many air miles.
No.
Yes.
I think she's playing. She doesn't want to meet me. Yeah,
David.
every time I'm asking for the
David.
money, she's changing the topic. Yeah,
Do you know what
forget
I'm
it.
talking
Do
about?
not
Do
book
you know what
anything.
those are?
Yeah, book my private.
Do you know what those are?
No, she's playing with me.
Are you
Right.
even
You-
listening
yeah,
to
yeah,
me,
yeah. You are my good
David?
friend. Yeah. She's playing with me because
Are you
she's playing
listening
with me.
to
Every time
me?
I'm asking her to.
David!
Every time I'm asking her to send the money. Anytime I'm asking her to send the
David, are
money,
you
she's
listening to
saying
me?
all the bullshit.
Hello?
Yeah. Just send me the pictures after the transfer is done, okay?
You know what?
I'm getting ready.
You
Alright?
don't even
My love,
know.
my
You
baby.
don't even listen to
No
me.
fight. No fight.
You don't listen to me.
No more fight now. I'm getting ready.
It looks like you want the
meet
golf,
you.
isn't it?
I have
What do
to
you want?
meet you, my love. My love. Please,
Stop.
my baby.
Ah,
I
you want the
request
golf
you, my
now, huh?
love.
I don't believe you anymore.
My baby. No,
You don't
my
even
baby.
listen to me. You ever heard of frequent
This
flyer
is a
miles?
different flight. This
What
is
kind
a
of
different
flight is it?
flight. This is
What
a
kind of
secret
flight?
flight. It's a private secret flight. Listen.
A secret
Listen.
flight, David?
I could have told you, listen, it cannot be done by a normal citizen. It has to be done by someone. It's his personal flight. I have to pay him the money. He can give me his flight.
I told David that I would go to the bank one last time. He gave me another account, but after a couple days, when he didn't get any money, I didn't hear from him again. 11 hours, 5-6 accounts, and then out of nowhere, he calls and is asking for more money.
Hello, David here.
Oh, God. Why are you calling me?
Because every time you go out to send money, you never answer the call after that.
You know what, David? We are through, you and I. You know that? I found someone else. I found another man.
Goodbye.
I check my voicemails every single day. I have no voicemails from you.
I gave you calls in your phone, and you never answer my call, and you are a liar. You are playing.
I don't
You
have any
never
voicemails from you, David.
I gave you the bank account last time, and you never sent me any money also. So you are a liar.
Because when I went to the
buzz off and
bank,
fuck off.
the manager told me I went to the bank and the manager told me this was the account I was trying to send money to before, and that they had frozen my account.
So why don't you withdraw the money from that
How
bank
are
and go
you
to another
even?
bank and send
I
it
don't
to me?
understand. How are you even alive? You told me if you didn't get the money that you would never talk to me again, and
You know what? I'm
the
telling you,
kidnappers were
a
gonna
young
cut.
girl helped me.
Like, I don't understand.
A young girl helped me out. Okay. Now I'm in Australia, and I'm telling you this very clearly.
Why are you in Australia and not New Zealand?
I don't owe you any answer. You don't help me when I needed the money. So now you keep the money in your ass and don't call me ever in your life. And I owe that
You
girl
could do
so money
exclamation
because I'm running
cases.
from here and there. And listen to me, I do fucking have a company to sell. I'm gonna sell it in 1 month, and I'll have enough money. I never have to call you. But if you ever think that you can arrange money, you can withdraw the money from your bank, you can go to another bank, and you can send it to me from another bank. If you can do that, then tell me. I will meet you, or I will think about you, or else you never gave me any opportunity to trust you. So goodbye.
Wait, David, wait, are you
Got
saying
it?
are you saying there's a chance?
No, fuck off.
You're saying
Fuck
there's
off.
a chance
Withdraw the
that,
money, then call me.
are you saying there's a chance that you and I will spend our lives together?
Yeah.
What a crazy guy!
Like, what is he just gonna start calling me every week? Yeah, pretty much. We even got a couple more bank accounts from him. This has happened 3 or 4 times, and frankly, I don't even know if this is over. The frequency has slowed down quite a bit though, and the last phone conversation consisted of mostly F words on his part. So I felt comfortable posting this video, but I will update you if I ever hear from him again. I hope you had the chance to enjoy this and maybe learn a couple things, get a glimpse as to just how far these scammers will go to lie and manipulate their victims. If you had some fun or learned something, please consider sharing this video or liking it. And thank you so much for being you. Know that you matter, you are valuable, and I appreciate you. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe? Why is it every time... Oh, do you see it from here? But every time you mention about it, there's always someone, Chatterbox. Is it you? I don't know. Is that my part? I think it might be... Yeah, someone is under my boat. The same guy. Why is the same guy there? Oh my. Why would someone just be there, you know? No, he actually swam back somewhere else and then was back there. You know? Yeah, very saucy. Super saucy. Who knows? Honestly. Who knows? Not really. Not someone specifically always being under my boat, though. So no. Okay, look, check F mask. Let's go. More boot. Yep, locked. Check. I think it's check. But no, I don't really get it a lot. Not gonna lie. So I I don't know. Anyways, thanks for the follow, Plex.
I had 100 cockroaches here, and I placed them in this James Bond-style contraption that turns this ball screw and forces them out after a specified time delay.
Wow.
Then I put it in a lunchbox for camouflage, and then I released them in this office. Now you might think, that's not very nice, Mark. Some people are afraid of cockroaches. Trust me, I know. And that's exactly the point, because this isn't just any office. This is ground zero for one of those terrible call centers that scams people of their life savings. A year ago when I released this video about inadvertently stumbling onto the low-level thugs in this international scam operation, I said we were gonna glitter bomb our way all the way to the top, even if it meant taking this fight to the other side of the globe. And so after a year and a half of planning, we infiltrated not one, not two, not three, but 4 different scam call centers. We released cockroaches, smoke bombs, stink bombs, glitter bombs, and then of course we hacked their CCTV so we could watch the whole thing unfold in real time. So buckle up, because this is the wild conclusion to this multinational adventure, and please watch to the end because there's something you can actually do to help put the nail in the coffin of these 4 massive call centers. Now, why would we go after this $20 billion scam industry? Well, we're doing it for the 60 million people who've lost money to scammers in the past year. But more specifically, we're doing it for Bessie, who you might recall from my previous video when I detailed exactly how one of these scams worked.
You're like my granny, Miss Bessie. Do you know this?
Yes.
She was like one of my closest friends.
Oh.
I used to share each and everything with her.
Basically, it starts with an email or a spam call, then they pretend to be Amazon or Microsoft, and they tell the victim they've been charged $200 for something, but if you call back, you can dispute the charge. Then after they call, they eventually get on the victim's computer and importantly, have the victim type the $200 refund amount into a bogus form.
Please enter your refund amount.
Only they take over and secretly type the amount of $20,000 and then they hit enter real quick.
Check everything, is it correct?
Oh no, this is a mistake. Oh, I screwed up.
Jesus.
It was supposed to be a 200 in there. Oh, God almighty. I'm exhausted. I can't do this. My mind is absolutely fried.
Please check your account. Did you really receive that money in your account?
Then they take her to a totally fake, spoofed bank account page where it looks like because of Bessie's mistake, they just sent her $20,000 instead of $200.
Oh my God. Plus 20,000.
Yeah.
Please save my job, ma'am. If I'll not earn for my family will die due to hunger, due to starvation. Please,
yes, of course. I mean, what should I do? I mean, I can.
Feeling bad for you. You are also like my grandmother.
You know, I'm an honest
You are
person.
making me cry now. You are making me cry now. I'm getting attached to you.
Now, how do I fix this?
And now you can see how he's weaponized her empathy. Now to fix her mistake, how she'd be willing to go to the bank and withdraw what she thinks is an extra $20,000 in cash, when in reality, it's $20,000 of her hard-earned savings. And she's gonna send it in the mail to a heartless scammer. Now in case you think they've gotten a lot nicer over the last year, here's another call from a few weeks ago where the scam is to pretend they're from the government and there's some missing taxes that are owed.
I just retired, as I say, last February, and then I was diagnosed with breast cancer in August. So my retirement hasn't been very good so far. And after today, I know it's not your fault, but it's worse now.
Oh, I'm
But as
so
I say,
sorry
I
to
would
hear that.
rather just pay it. Otherwise, I'll be worrying about it, and I'll be worse in my health. You know what I mean? Or even if I have to pay it in 2 halves.
So the scammer places her on hold to talk with the authorities and to see if there's just something that can be done to help her out.
Thank you so much for holding the line, ma'am. I just had a word with the higher authorities, and I informed them about your situation, and they are also concerned about your health.
So concerned, in fact, she'll only have to send these scammers $2,000.
Actual amount found out missing in the taxes is $1,400.
489.
Now, last year's operation was effective in getting a handful of people involved in this scam not only covered in glitter, but also arrested. But the problem was we discovered these were just the low-level mules and supervisors who would then send the bulk of the money back to the actual scammers in India. And while we did turn over all the intel we gathered to the 5 major government agencies that reached out to us to truly avenge Bessie, our goal was to take our glitter all the way to the top and either temporarily disrupt or possibly even permanently shut down a few of these terrible call centers. It'd be like a special operation, and every special operation needs a special ops team, a target, and a plan. For the team, I turn back to my good friend Jim Browning, who you recall from last year has a YouTube channel that specializes in reversing the connection to the scammers' computers and gaining access to their CCTV footage.
Is there anything else you want to ask?
Yeah, I want to know why you scam people.
And then another YouTube channel called Trilogy Media would be the boots on the ground in India implementing the pranks, but more on them later. For the target, together we were able to locate and gather tons of incriminating information on 4 different scam call centers. For starters, there's Met Technologies, located in Kolkata, India, on the 5th floor of this building. They've been in operation over 12 years, and they've got over 1,000 agents. Their owner is Mr. Kunal Gupta, and you can even see the rest of their leadership team here on their public website. And you might ask, well, why would a scam call center have a public website? And the answer is they all do, because they have a very small percentage of their employees do legitimate call center work. So if they get raided by the authorities, they can point to that small group and say their hands are clean, while the real money-making operation runs here behind a secure door. Then we found VRM, also located in Kolkata, on the 12th floor of this building. They also have over 1,000 agents, and they've been in operation for 6 years, and they run 24 hours a day in 3 shifts to target people in time zones all across the globe. Oh, and allow me to introduce to the world Rajesh and Vidya Goenka, the husband and wife co-owners. Next was Anch Info Solutions on the 5th floor of this building. They also run 3 shifts, 24 hours a day, and they've been up and running for 11 years with all their key info shown here. They're located just a block away from VRM. In fact, all 3 of these centers were located within just a few miles of each other here in Kolkata, India, which is a hot spot for scam call centers like this. And finally, there was one more we located, but we're not releasing public information on them yet, and you'll see why in just a little bit. And so once we'd amassed mountains of evidence against all 4 of them thanks to Jim's handiwork, we hired 10 private investigator types to apply for jobs at each of these centers, and after a few weeks, we had them all in place. Now, in order for them not to arouse suspicion, they had to legitimately scam some people, but we told them to remember the victim's information, and then we would reach out and double any money that was lost. And at first, one of our agents in the VRM call center went against protocol and used his phone to capture some footage for us of the bathrooms and the server rack and whatever this is, but they must have seen him filming with his phone on their CCTV, because the next day, some of the security team showed up at his house. Now, luckily, his roommate knew to lie and say he wasn't home, and he was able to escape through the back alley, but they stayed out in front of his house all day and later sent this message saying the director wanted to speak with him and they would pay him handsomely, and of course, he didn't need to be scared. They were just simply curious what kind of evidence he'd gathered against them already. So from that point on, we reiterated to the remaining 9 to lay really low like a sleeper cell until we were ready to activate the plan. And speaking of the plan, now that we saw what we were up against, we knew we'd have to go full James Bond Q mode with some high-tech gadgetry that could make it past security. Which is why this first prank is just a water bottle. Kind of. I mean, it can function as a normal water bottle, but if you unscrew just this portion of the lid, it reveals a trough. And if you put military-grade putrid smelling stuff in that trough and then screw the lid back on fully, it creates a perfect seal and you can't smell anything. But then at the exact precise moment you want to release a cloud of death, you just twist the lid like this, allowing the smell to escape through these holes and fill the room. And we're using a water bottle because from looking at the CCTV footage, we know they allow them to have water bottles at their desks, so they'll be able to sneak them past security. Plus, no one's going to suspect that's the origin of the smell. Next up, if you take some hand soap and add just a few drops of the same kitchen-grade food coloring we used on the Devil's Toothpaste explosion,
damn.
Then when you wash your hands, it will leave them stained for at least a day. Oh, crap. We'll leave this in the bathroom, and as a bonus, we'll learn exactly who does and doesn't wash their hands. This next one is the most simple, but also perhaps the most effective. You take a box of Sudafed and then print out and paste on some of these labels and convert it to a box of Viagra. Then importantly, you add the name of the boss of the scam call center to the box, like it's his prescription. And then you leave it in the bathroom next to your blue soap. Next up is that custom-built box that can store cockroaches in it. So after a predetermined predetermined time delay, the microcontroller will trigger the stepper motor, which causes the wall to slide along this ball screw. That means if you disguise it in a lunchbox, then nothing happens until the timer expires. And then suddenly, you get a bunch of cockroaches crawling out of a lunchbox. Although you can put more than just cockroaches in here. And some other ideas we had were bees, because we heard India has some species that don't actually sting, as well as possibly rats, because we already knew from looking at their security footage that once released, the rats can make themselves right at home. And using a lunchbox for camouflage is once again a strategic choice, because we already knew from our recon work, they always make it past security because no one actually checks what's inside. Next up, I love the idea of the chaos that could result if we set off a smoke bomb, but we were concerned that might be crossing a line if the room was too small, because like the glitter bombs, I want everything I do to be exciting, but at the end of the day, relatively harmless. So instead, we found these micro foggers that are basically like massive vape pens. And we also noticed motorcycle helmets were allowed onto the floor and past security. So the plan was to put it inside a helmet like this, and then it would also detonate itself based on a timer. And finally, as the pièce de résistance, we're gonna deliver them a package. Only this isn't an ordinary package. It's Glitter Bomb 4.0, which of course, as we all know, is equipped with a pound of the world's finest glitter and an uncharitable amount of fart spray.
I still smell it.
And so now that our team, target, and plan were in place, after 1.5 years of prep work, it was time to avenge Bessie and execute the special operation. Step 1 was getting the Trilogy Media guys all the way over to India with all the contraptions stored securely in their luggage.
My guys stepping foot on Indian soil.
Now safely on the ground, step 2 was to go pick up those stingless bees that we could put in the lunchbox. But once they'd arrived to the beekeeper, they found out you can't just take a few bees, but you have to take the whole hive.
In the car, dude, no. They're gonna get out.
I'm not afraid. Also, apparently, there's no such thing as stingless bees.
Oh my god.
So we punted on that idea and headed to an open air market where we could at least secure some rats. By the way, the Trilogy Media YouTube channel is composed of Ashton, who's a former magician, and Art, who played professional basketball in Russia for 8 years. They're just an incredible duo. And speaking of incredible things, this is a good time to point out that the real people of India were just so freaking lovely. It's true that nearly every scam call you get originates from that country, but everyone in India hates these scammers too. They are a tiny, tiny fraction of the total population, and no one wants to be defined by the worst in their midst. Most people we interacted with there had hearts more like Johnny, who's an honorary member of the team and a reformed scammer who's made it his life's mission to do whatever he can to take these guys down, even if that means working some back channels to get our hands on 100 cockroaches.
All right, let's go.
So with the goods procured, it was time to meet up with our sleeper agents at the hotel to do some final prep on the contraptions, which went about as well as expected.
Seriously though, are we gonna test it right here? Right here?
Yeah.
You can't do it in the bathroom?
16, 17.
Yeah, no, get him in. Oh, yeah. More than marriage.
I see.
Down. Stop. No, please. Okay, pause. Accounted for, right? Everyone?
I swear, I would not let you down.
We decided the first call center we'd hit would be Anj, and we were feeling optimistic about our chances.
Dude, that's
and that's
funny.
exactly when our special operation received its first major blow. So apparently there's this WhatsApp group that 55,000 scammers all across India belong to, so the different scam call centers can communicate with each other. And because Johnny was still a member of this group from his former days, he saw this message pop up. 2 of us in the town of Kolkata have seen cuss word Trilogy people. We followed them, but the driver drove the car very fast to the Salt Lake side. There was 2 Indians with them, and they were shooting a movie. So apparently some scammers had recognized Art and Ashton at the market as the Trilogy Media YouTube guys, because they've confronted a lot of scammers in their 5 years of making videos. Now thankfully, just out of habit, Johnny was driving in a way that would make it hard for anyone to tail them, but they still were able to pinpoint their hotel location within about a half a mile. But then it got much worse. Might be they are working with the FBI, so I request all of our brothers to have an eye in Salt Lake, so whenever you see them, you shoot them. Which which was super devastating because it seemed pretty clear to me that we'd have to scrap the whole operation because while the mission was important, it definitely wasn't worth anyone getting hurt. But when I brought this up to the guys, they'd already discussed it amongst themselves and decided this was a cause they were passionate about, that they were willing to accept some risks. So we decided moving forward, Art and Ashton wouldn't step a foot outside their hotel room, and that's when the second major blow came. Because apparently the group text warning spooked the call scam center so much, they just changed up everyone's assignments, and they were planning on moving all 3 of our sleeper agents to a new floor where there was no CCTV coverage. But this is where we had a stroke of luck, because the last minute, Johnny thought to have another one of his reformed scammer friends apply for a job. And because he had so much experience on his resume, they hired him on the spot and gave him a more highly trusted role, which meant he could be the one to smuggle in all our gadgets. And so with that, he loaded up, headed in for battle, and an hour later, we had a man on the inside. And by the way, now that we're inside, I'll give you a very quick crash course on what we've learned about how these scam centers operate after watching them for so long. First of all, 90% of the victims are 65 years old or above.
I don't understand that. I don't understand all of this.
They really only make calls during the US working day hours and not on the weekends, because that maximizes their chance the person who picks up will be retired. This is why you never get scam calls on Sunday. They don't have anyone even working the phones. In fact, many of them have an auto dial prompt that says press 1 if you're over 65 years old, and if you press anything else, it just hangs up. The most common scam is the Amazon refund scam, but they also pretend to be Microsoft, McAfee, Norton Antivirus, the IRS, and your bank, and on and on. It's always changing, but it's also always something you've heard of to try and build trust right out of the gate. If you want to know how much they make, well, that information unfortunately is securely held on the boss's computer, so we can't get to it. Although, I suppose if you had access to the internal cameras, you could just watch the boss type his password, and then you'd be able to access their master tracking spreadsheets, which is what we did, and how we know these large call centers make $60,000 per day. That's $18 million a year. An opener will take the initial calls, and they make an average of $7,000 a month. Then if they keep the victim on the phone long enough, they hand it over to a closer, and they make on average $15,000 a month. They never say the word scam or victim, instead referring to them as sales and customers. That way they just seem more like a normal office. Although what I think does that job more convincingly are all the walls plastered with inspirational corporate words like synergy or management or process. So that's your crash course on how they operate. And the FTC has put out a list of 4 signs to help spot a scam and 4 things you can do to protect against them. And I'll link to it in the video description. And so now without further ado, we kicked things off with the stink bomb water bottle. And while that was marinating, he went to the bathroom and dropped off the hand soap and the special medication with the boss's name written on the front. And it didn't take long for us to get our first hit on the smell. What was great though is they all kind of covered their noses subtly in silence, so the people next to them wouldn't feel accused. Well, for the most part. Then a few minutes later, we had our first bathroom customer who clearly doesn't wash her hands after using the restroom. But then we had a second chance with an apparently more hygienic scammer, and this time we struck pay dirt as he comes out trying to figure out what the heck just happened. And 5 minutes later, you could see him still trying to work it out. And not long after that, we got our first mention of the special package in the bathroom. The audio cut out here, but our agent told us they were laughing and wondering how the boss could possibly leave that lying around. Although it certainly doesn't feel too far off brand, given he uses this as his profile pic on Facebook. And at this point, our agent placed and then triggered the time delay countdown on the cockroach, rat, and smoke bomb traps, so he can now safely make his getaway.
Oh. You okay? You safe?
And since they, of course, have no idea what's about to happen, they're still just casually talking about the bathroom. And then a few moments later, the first boxes must have triggered because this guy notices a cockroach and nopes his way out of there. And then he's quickly followed by the second dude. And I love it because now you just randomly see cockroaches start coming in frame. And so now that they know what they're up against, they call in the reinforcements with a mop. But it looks like he missed one. Or 2. Or 3. Actually 4. Scratch that. 5. And then as if perfectly on cue, right as the mop guy finishes his cleanup, the smoke begins. And this causes quite a commotion and draws quite a crowd, and it takes them a while, but they're eventually able to pinpoint the source of the smoke and gingerly take it off the premises. followed soon thereafter by our rat friends. And this is possibly my favorite clip of the whole night, where you see a cockroach lead the way and wander all around as they argue and try and make sense of what in the world is possibly happening. And by this point, you can tell the boss is pretty sure they're under attack, but just to remove any sense of doubt, we sent them one final package. And they almost opened it right there, but I guess with everything else that had already happened so far that night, they took it downstairs. And then this happened.
You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?
Yeah, in fact, there's 4 of them, and they're uploading this footage to the cloud.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Activation complete. Recovery sequence initiated.
So after our incredibly successful special operation, we waited to see what the response would be, and we didn't have to wait long. Yesterday, those cuss words sent Anch Solutions a package bomb, and it exploded, and there was a bad smell and sprinkler water, or whatever it was. These guys are playing good with us. I am reminding you guys, they must be in between us. We don't even know. And now we had them, because they were paranoid, and they didn't know which of their employees might have been compromised. Check the lunch boxes, pocket bags, shoes, ladies' purse as well. Even check the water, whether there's some color mixed in it. I assume he's referring to the soap dye here. But be cautious, guys, seriously. They came to bad word all of us, and they are still trying to bust us. After that, there were a few more death threats, so we didn't think it was safe enough to launch our attacks on the other 3 centers to try and get them shut down. But the beautiful thing is, we didn't have to. Big centers in Kolkata and Delhi are closed from today, as well as Monday, as per the information I got from all my friends. We had created enough confusion and mass panic that not only did the other 3 centers get shut down, but we got all the large scam centers all across India shut down for a few days too. And if you add it up, that means those tiny cockroaches stopped $2 million from going from the victims to the scumbags. And I would say that's the perfect ending, but it actually gets even a little better. Once Ashton and Art were safely back home on American soil, they decided to troll that text group with those 55,000 scammers by uploading this gem to the chat.
Surprise, surprise, scammers! Martin Aston over here. No matter how many numbers you remove from this group, we're still watching. Not only that, we've also downloaded every single person's contact information, all 57,000 of them inside this group. We have every single one of this contact information. We're submitting it to the FBI in the United States and the CBI here in India, so you guys better run and you better watch out.
And so if you want to see how quickly the scammers started removing themselves from the chat group, as well as a lot more details of all their work on the ground over in India, you should go check out their video. And not surprisingly, Anch and the other scam call centers eventually opened back up, albeit this time with much tighter security. But they still didn't, and still don't realize probably till this moment, that we have access to their live camera feeds. So Jim improvised a bit, calling them out by their real names without giving away the fact he was just looking at them on the camera.
Yeah, hi sir, my name is Carolina Fernandez. I am calling you from the Microsoft.
Oh, hi Priya. Hi.
Who are you?
I'm a ghost.
Idiot.
Yeah, I don't
Do
know
you know
what.
my father's name?
I don't know, but is your father proud of you? What you do? Does he think you work for Microsoft?
Yes, of course.
But you don't work for Microsoft. Did you tell him that? Will I tell you one more name?
Yes.
Soini. At least talk to me. Hello?
He also managed to change the way their voices sound when they would do outbound calls to their potential victims.
Who are you? May I know what's name with? Who are you?
You're speaking very strangely. What's up?
So to see a lot more of that quality entertainment, you should go check out his video. So after all that, we're sort of in a good news, bad news situation here. The good news is that because of some developments we've been involved in, the 4th center here is going to be raided by the authorities in India and shut down very, very soon. The bad news is that these other 3 are still very operational. And for reasons I can't say here, we don't have the same option to get them shut down like we do on the fourth one. Now you might ask, why not just privately reach out to the proper authorities in Kolkata where these 3 call centers are located? And the answer is, that's been tried before and it didn't work. While there are many good apples, there are a few bad apples that prevent anything from happening to these guys. So where does that leave us? Well, as they say, sunshine is a great disinfectant, and here's where you come in. We've invested a lot of resources and time and tried to make this video as entertaining as possible in the hopes that you'll consider sharing it for 2 reasons. Number 1, the more people are aware of how these scams work, the less effective they become and they lose their power. So please share it, especially with your older loved ones. And number 2, the more people that see this video and learn about these 3 specific call centers, the more the press will pick it up, especially in India. Heck, tweet our videos to the Kolkata police. This helps out the good apples because the bad ones can't just sweep all the evidence under the rug or quietly tip off the scam center bosses. The press and public can hold them accountable. We've seen this tactic work successfully in the past, and we have mountains of evidence against all these scam centers. If you are with the press or a law enforcement agency, send us an email to callcenterevidencepack@gmail.com and we'll share everything we have with you. If you combine them, these 3 centers have been in operation an astounding 29 years, and they're still scamming people of their life savings to this day, even right now as we release this video. So let's see what we can do. And depending on exactly what happens, I'll either post a follow-up video here on my YouTube channel or on my other social channels, so subscribe and all that stuff if you want to stay in the loop. Glitter bombs and cockroaches are just harmless entertainment, but our best chance of working together to shut these guys down for good is by shining a light to foster some accountability. Thanks for your help. Now let's make Bessie proud. I want to thank NordVPN for their support on this video. I've been using their service myself for over 3 years now because they really are the best at this. With Nord, you can surf the web anonymously, your location stays private, and your data is encrypted. Because even though I'm not a bad guy with something to hide, I generate a ton of information. Harmless sounding call is a $20 billion scam industry, and today we're gonna roll over that log and see what crawls out. Because for the past 5 months, with the help of my trusty glitter bomb, which I typically just reserve for porch pirates, I've worked my way up every rung of the slimy chain of command involved in this scam. This journey is going to take us around the world and through 5 states. It involves Homeland Security, stakeouts with PIs, and of course glitter bombs and the scammers trying to hopelessly rid themselves of sparkly evidence before getting arrested. I'm going to show you exactly how they make so much money off these calls. So buckle up, because it gets wild. Now all this started for me when I was working on Glitter Bomb 3.0 this past November, and I kept getting those annoying calls, so I thought maybe to return the favor, I could send them my harmless box that shoots out glitter and fart spray when you remove the lid. Now my buddy Jim Browning has a YouTube channel where he's able to reverse the connection to the scammer's computer and then thwart them in real time as they try and scan someone else. My idea was to have a legitimate victim agree to send the money, but then we'd work with them to actually send a glitter bomb instead. So Jim checked all the scammer computers he was currently monitoring, and it just so happened a woman named Tracy was being scammed for $12,500 at that very moment. So he immediately tried reaching out to her and eventually got through.
Hello?
Hello, Tracy. This is Jim Browning here again. I'm calling you. Hopefully you've got my voicemail.
Here's what happened.
Now listen carefully to what Tracy's about to say here, and hold your judgment about how could anyone ever send $12,000 in the mail until I explain how the scam works in a minute. Because I hate to give these guys credit, but it's pretty clever.
They were supposed to give me a refund of $300, and when I put it in the computer, I mistyped it as $13,000. So I had to send money back to them, $12,500, and that's where I am.
Right. Hoping you haven't sent that money.
I have sent it.
Hello?
I hate to break this to you, but this whole thing is a scam.
What do I do now?
I'll tell you what to do, Tracy. You leave this to me and Jim. The first thing we did was look up the address they told her to ship the money to, and given there were 6 cameras outside, this clearly was some kind of safe house for the scammers. We then had Tracy call FedEx to cancel the package, but just in case, we hired 2 PIs to be on the scene that day to intercept it. And we knew we shouldn't do that right in front of the house because they'd probably be watching. But since we weren't sure which direction the FedEx truck would come from, we overnight shipped a package to a bunch of their neighbors that explained they were randomly selected to win one of these super cool glitter Glitter Bomb t-shirts. And if you wanted to buy one of these from markrover.com to help support making more videos like this, I'm certainly not going to stop you. This would allow us to speak to the delivery driver somewhere up the street to get the package stopped in time. And the plan worked flawlessly. Because despite Tracy's efforts to get it stopped, her package was in fact out on the truck for delivery.
Tracy, something, yeah, that's the one. Don't deliver this one, please. This is the fraudulent one. If that one's gone, that's also going to 731? Okay.
But in a wild twist, there was a second package going to the same location addressed to the same fake name. Her name was Phyllis, and we later found out her package contained even more cash than Tracy's.
Okay, so that one's going back, right? And then...
And FedEx was cool enough to eventually return the packages, so both Tracy and Phyllis got all their money back. And when the scammers angrily called Tracy back asking why the package didn't arrive, she explained she accidentally selected 2-day shipping instead of next day air, so they would get the package tomorrow. And that story switched from defense to a very light offense. And so the next day, we delivered the package in an official looking vest.
Have a good holiday. Thank you.
And waited for the sweet retribution.
Hello. You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?
Oh, dude.
But for the first time in 3 years of glitter bombing criminals, someone didn't immediately throw the box outside, and he just sat there with the wretched smell, leaving the box untouched. And then as we waited, wondering what his game plan was gonna be, suddenly a bunch of NYPD officers started showing up, and it didn't take them long to figure things out.
It's a glitter bomb, it has a camera built into it. There's a camera built into this.
We had a phone number on the box, and they called us up, and I explained the whole situation, and I'll just say there was some mutual admiration for each other's work. I mean, there might be cameras on there, officer. And as it happens, the reason the scammer would call the cops on himself is because he isn't a scammer. This is Gary, and it turns out he's a super nice guy. But Gary runs an Airbnb, and once you go in that door, there are 2 rooms upstairs that he rents out to people. So this wasn't a safe house at all. These scammers would use Airbnb to get a temporary
I feel bad
address
for
they
that guy
would only
now.
use once. But if that's true, that meant the scammers must have been there yesterday. So Gary showed us his security footage, and we saw this woman in an orange jacket who appeared right as the PI was talking with the FedEx driver up the street. She also looks directly at the camera and then decides it's probably cold enough outside to zip her jacket all the way up. Once the FedEx truck passes and she realizes he skipped by her, she hurries over to talk to him, and when he told her he had nothing for her for that day, she walks right back to her car, never stepping foot inside the Airbnb. The PI's got all the license plates on the street that day, and it turns out her name is Crystal. You should remember that name for later. So then Gary showed us who booked the room. It was this guy from Utah with a brand new account
Hey,
and 0
Maddie,
reviews.
man. Thanks for the ride. Oh my god, why do I have 2 still? What? I have 2 sounds. Oh, okay. Wait, let me remove this. 2. There we go. I thought I removed it the other day. What? Anyways, shout out to Maddie Matz and his
Yeah, you've already.
This is what
Run,
bitch!
Run! You've already been dealt with once tonight. Now fuck off and
Ugh.
don't come back.
What is this? She's good. I am nearly there. Oh. Damn. If you do exclamation cases, it's how many cases I found so far. Nearly there. She's good. And like I said, once I get 50, I will open them and I will reserve if I find a Boosty 3. Okay? That emoji's really good. It's too bad I can't put that on the stuff. But yeah. anyways, back to the scammies.
In fact, when the reservation was booked, he sent this message in awkward English at 3:06 a.m., which happens to be just after lunch in India. So I did some more research and learned that after the scammer in India found a willing victim, they would use a money mule and have the victim send the cash there. So Crystal in this case was
Oh wait,
the
you're
mule,
gonna
but
try
instead
and
of
get
sending
it
the package to the money mule's house
from
they use
Lucid?
an Airbnb. Then the mule gives the package to a supervisor who deposits the cash and wire transfers the remaining money back to the scammer. And they must have got spooked because Crystal was long gone the next day, which meant we caught poor Gary in the crossfire. But he wanted them caught just as much as us, so we compensated him handsomely just for being cool about everything. So we'll call that round a tie. We stopped the scammers from receiving 2 packages containing $30,000,
yeah.
but they were still glitter-free. But before I show you exactly how we tip the scales in our favor,
Hopefully
let me
I
explain
get
exactly how
one,
this
though.
scam works so
I'm
well
not sure.
at tricking so many people. There's an email that goes along with the scam that basically says the same thing as the robocall, which is Amazon just charged you $200, but if you don't recognize this charge, please call right away to have it refunded. So when you call, they say, I'd be happy to walk you through the refund process on your computer. So just type this here and simply install this, and then I'll be able to fully help you out. And most victims don't really comprehend. They've just installed a remote software program that gives the scammers full access to their computer. Now they're ready for the scam. They tell her that some accounts have actually already had their refunds automatically processed, so she needs to check her bank account to make sure the $200 refund isn't already there. And when Bessie here asks if he can see her banking info, he explains in technical terms.
It's a 3D page, so I cannot see anything.
Okay.
And so sure enough, she hasn't got the refund yet, so he needs just about 5 minutes to work with his billing department in order to process it. But first, he makes a really big deal about this.
I'm signing out from your account in front of your own eyes.
Sort of CMG.
And this is true. He actually does sign out. At which point he triggers her screen to go black, so she can't see anything that he's doing. And then he immediately logs back in.
Easy flip.
Yep, and then the cunt lost 200% on the CMG. What a flop.
Who'd you sell it to?
Some
Just
dude with
random?
really fucked up chin. No, he comes into Val a lot. He's, I don't know, he's a weird one. Like, he's got like the full-blown serial killer, keep people in my basement kind of vibe.
Oh, we love them.
Yeah, I know you would be. So you got that vibe, but you've got that also got that vibe that, you know, I could trust this guy by sleeping at his house, you know? He doesn't. He's like, you know exactly. Yeah, but with him, you know exactly what you're gonna get. You're gonna get fucking custard with Rohypnol and finger bashed. It's fucked. Yeah, no.
They're talking about serial killer? What?
Was the GT max 20 or 100?
Max 20, below.
Oh, it is Carlo. He wouldn't have a fucking max 100.
Yeah, well, like, fucking, what? Was it Clem? Clem bought a Max 104 GT like 3 days ago for 2 mil flat. So, you know.
Bit of a steal?
100%. Then the guy messaged him back and said, I'll buy it for 2.5.
Did he sell it back to him?
Nope. I would
That would have been funny.
I would have sold it. I would have been like 2.6.
2.6 and you pick it up.
Nah, 2.5 and he picks it up. 2.6 and I'll come to him extra 100k.
True. I believe you can buy the wide body perks.
I don't want to go around. I want to stay in this patch of grass because this is where all the cases I've been finding is in this specific area. Nowhere else but this specific grass patch. How many? Yes, I did. I found 2 briefcases, 2 hard cases so far. Which is, I've been adding them to the total cases every time I find one, so... Yeah.
Using the browser, pre-stored username and password. He's going to do a simple browser HTML edit on this page to temporarily make this Lowe's purchase look like a refund for $20,000, and you'll see why in a minute. And as he's editing away, he chats her up to try and build trust.
You are like my granny, Miss Bessie. Do you know this?
Yes.
She was like one of my closest friends. I used to share each and everything with her.
You mean like what you do for a living? And you might be wondering, why doesn't he just wire transfer himself money while he has unrestricted access to her account? But the problem there is that it's traceable and it would likely get flagged by the bank's fraud detection system anyways. But if you can get an old lady to mail you cash, it's so untraceable, the authorities don't even begin to try and track it down. Now that he's finished, he unblinks her screen and he informs her that unfortunately, the billing department couldn't process the refund, so they have one last option to try.
This is the Chase online refund server.
It's actually just a text window that does absolutely nothing. It's pure theater.
It is an irreversible form. Whatever you are typing it over there, put it in a correct manner. Nothing would be changed over here.
Basically, he makes a big deal for 3 minutes that she's the one that has to enter all the information, and anything that gets typed there is immediately permanent. Maybe you can see where this is headed. So her name, last four of social, zip code, and finally refund amount.
Please enter your refund amount.
If you go back, you can actually hear him type the 2 extra zeros on his keyboard and hit enter.
Check everything, is it correct?
Oh no, this is a mistake. Oh, I screwed up.
Jesus.
It was supposed to be a 200 in there. Oh, God almighty. I'm exhausted. I can't do this. My mind is absolutely fried.
Please check your account. Did you really receive that money in your account? Oh my God. Plus 20,000.
Yeah.
Please save my job, ma'am. If I'll not earn for my family will die due to hunger, due to starvation. Oh, please,
yes, of course. I mean, what should I do? I mean, I can.
Bad for you. You are also like my grandmother.
You know, I'm an honest person.
You're making me cry now. I'm getting attached to you.
Now, how do I fix this?
He tells her that unfortunately mailing a check or wiring money would just take too long, so he needs to think for a minute. And then he comes back with this.
Hello, Miss Bessie?
Yes.
I got an option.
And you can see now how he's got her to the point where she's totally willing to send $20,000 in the mail and to lie to the folks at the bank or FedEx or even her family who might try and stop it. In her mind, she messed up. And because she's a good, empathetic person, she'll go through great lengths to make it right for someone she doesn't realize is a heartless scammer. And on top of weaponizing their empathy, maintaining pressure on their victim is a key tactic. They keep them on the phone the whole time, even as they drive to the bank, or they yell at them.
Go to the UPS! Why don't you go to the UPS?
Or call this many times in a row. And if you've ever seen this clip...
Name a woman.
Name a woman?
Yeah.
You already know when you're under extreme stress, it's an actual biological response for the part of our brain that does critical thinking to just shut down.
Yes, this is so hard.
Name a woman.
Once they're back from the bank with the cash, they coach them through packing it. In Tracy's case, they had her put $100 bills in the pages of a book so it couldn't be detected in the mail. In other cases, they have the victims wrap the cash in saran wrap so the dogs can't sniff it, and then foil so it can't be x-rayed. And unfortunately, there's a small portion of the population that are just too trusting for their own good. And sadly, it's nearly always older folks. So for the scammers, it's just a game of percentages to find them. According to data Jim has gathered from the scammers' own computers, in one shift, a call center like this with about 25 employees will send out 500,000 robocalls. They'll get about 500 calls back and land maybe 5 to 10 victims like Bessie or Tracy or Phyllis. And speaking of Phyllis, after we got FedEx to send back her package, I was able to get in touch with her son, and I found out her husband of 40 years had passed away the very week she was being scammed of her life savings. The scammers knew she was mourning this loss, but once you're scammed, your phone number is really valuable because it means you're an easy mark. So they sold her info to other scammers, and she was scammed twice more the same week her husband died. And as hard as it was for me to even hear a backstory like that, it just made me that much more motivated to seek some glitter bomb retribution for all the Phyllises out there, and perhaps in the process, we might stumble upon some good information that we could pass on to the authorities. So now we needed another scammer to send a glitter bomb to, but we decided when Jim spots a scam in progress, it's better for him just to stop it cold and not stress out the victim any more than they already are. So we reached out to our friend Pierogi from the YouTube channel Scammer Payback, because whenever Pierogi gets a scam call to his actual phone, he turns on his cameras, makes his voice sound like an old lady, and has some fun.
If they will ask you in your bank, like, why you are withdrawing this much of cash, what you gonna tell them?
I'm getting it for Derek Wilson from Microsoft.
No, Mom, no. You need to tell them that you are withdrawing the cash for your personal reason. And
it didn't take long for fake victim, old woman Pierogi, to get us an address in New Jersey.
Is this where I'm sending it to?
Right. Grab the box, right? So you can put the cash.
Yeah, I've already got a box. It's big enough.
This one was actually to a hotel and not an Airbnb. But as soon as we pulled up, once again, a money mule was out there waiting for us.
Everything is done here. You have a good day.
So they took the package and drove around for a couple of hours, and when it was clear they weren't going to open it, we made the call just to get the box back before the batteries died, and then maybe the box audio recording might help us piece together more info on the scam.
You guys picked up a box from FedEx today, part of a scam?
I didn't have no scam going on today.
Oh, really?
No.
Let's see the box.
I just was told
I understand.
by somebody to pick this up for them.
I understand.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm being honestly and truthfully, and I don't want no trouble.
And when I first heard that, I was like, oh, well, now I feel bad. Sometimes these mules don't even realize they're participating in scams, and they might even be victims themselves. But then I was like, look, not that I don't believe her, but maybe just in case, we just have a little peek at the audio.
I'm waiting on so many packages. I don't even know which one is which anymore.
Then she got on the phone with her boss, James.
Yeah, I know. I got one with me right now. I took the picture and sent it to you. I'm gonna bring it to you. That's what I'm saying. He said that I was done for the day. What I gotta be at tomorrow? He said that we was working out here in New Jersey. I don't know. Wherever they give me an address, that they don't even have the B&B addresses or nothing for tomorrow. This is the first time they split me and Crystal up like this in New Jersey.
That's right, Crystal. Apparently they're a team, which means Jacqueline was probably in the car the other day in New York.
Any other time she in the car watching.
By the way, Crystal, hate to say it, but Jacqueline was talking a lot of trash about you. In fact, I'd watch your back, because her cousin in the car that day might be gunning for your job.
3,000. How much you get for that one parcel? $500.
So we get 7 parcels.
It's so far away.
$75 or $100 for each parcel. Everybody's getting $700. You're gonna be back.
Basically just looking for hard cases and GoPros and shit at this point. It's so far.
You'll be looking like you're on vacation, having the time of your life. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm being honestly and truthfully.
We learned 2 key things here. The first is that a supervisor will have multiple mules reporting to them who apparently get flown all over the country, and just one mule could receive as many as 7 packages in a day. And the second is that this address was from a totally different call center in India. So that same supervisor can work with multiple unrelated scammers as well. And so in the spirit of avenging Phyllis, if we were gonna glitter bomb and fart spray anyone here in the States, we really wanted it to be a supervisor. And thanks to Pierogi, not long after, we would get another chance.
Get the $50,000 in cash with you, get in your car. Once you're in your car, let me know. Make sure you don't involve any third person, nobody.
So I don't need to tell my husband?
Your husband, your mother, anyone.
This one would be in Illinois. And the delivery address this time was to a Walgreens. It was interesting to see them experimenting with different package drop-off methods. And right away, we heard some good news.
Trying to get 50 hard cases together.
What up?
What the heck?
The Walgreens was here, and the handoff occurred
late.
here at this gas station. And with that, we had our supervisor. They tailed the supervisor for a few minutes and got a good look at his 2019 white Honda Passport. And then 20 minutes later, he stopped here in a seemingly random parking lot and opened it. Hello! And even though he kept it by his feet, the cameras got a perfect shot of his face here. And the PIs assessed the situation and felt safe enough to approach him right after he opened it, but then he took off. And they let him go, and we just used the GPS and the glitter bombs to once again locate it in the ditch snow. And right after that, Pierogi got this message from the scammer in India, which shows 2 things. The supervisor and scammer are in close contact with each other, and neither one likes glitter. And that seemed like the end of the story, until we ran the plates and realized his name was tied to a business really close to where he opened the box. So we went back a week later to get footage to show just how close. Here's where he opened it. You can see that dumpster and house for reference. And then you pan over, and that's the business his name is tied to. And wait a second, that's a 2019 Honda Passport. And wait another second, That's the same guy whose face is on camera opening the glitter bomb. So this was a nice little package of intel we were able to hand off to the authorities because the supervisor is sort of the hub and a direct connection between a bunch of mules in the States and a bunch of scammers in India. Pierogi came through with one final address in Texas, and this one was back to the MO of being delivered to an Airbnb. And like all the others, the mule was right there waiting for us, and then she took it inside to open it.
Hello. You guys give up or you're thirsty for more?
Notice how she films herself opening the package. Apparently this is pretty common because I suppose there's no honor among thieves and the scammers will demand the video to confirm she hasn't taken more than she's allowed. As we learned before, the money mules make a flat amount per package, like $100. But I ended up reading somewhere that the supervisor gets a 10% cut and sends the rest back to the scammers. This lady later admitted she herself was exchanging the cash for Bitcoin to send back to the scammers, which meant she was actually a supervisor, and for the sake of Phyllis, that was a lovely surprise.
What would the
She took
Luchis
off and
want
parked
with
about
like
a mile away, but the police were
salvage
alerted and were on her
iPods?
tail pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah. I cannot park here.
I love that attempt at just getting away with the parking warning. So she gets out of the car, and I have to applaud the effort here, but as every
That's
parent
gonna
knows,
leave us
the only
case.
way she's getting rid of the evidence from her pants and car is by burning them both to the ground.
Yeah, so I don't know. Weird because I'm in the probation officer. I don't know what's happened. So I don't want to contact with someone.
And so after she was taken into custody, the police returned to the Airbnb to gather evidence. The dude on the left there is a detective, and they already had her under investigation for another package scam. So now they're bringing charges against her, and the actual glitter bomb and footage is being held as evidence in the case. We did one
I
more
just
in
got 3
Illinois
bricks of
and
coke
2
and a
more in
load of case
California,
again.
but I've decided against showing those because those scammers are being monitored as part of ongoing investigations. In fact, over the past 4 months, Jim, Pierogi, and I have been in contact with investigators from the respective local police departments, the Department of Justice, Homeland Security, and the FBI, and we've turned over to them every last bit of evidence we've stumbled upon. So hopefully, like me, you now have a better understanding of how these scam calls operate, and here's why that matters. The authorities are cracking down more on these guys, both here in the States and in India, but it's sort of a game of whack-a-mole, and another one will just pop up because the financial incentives are so great. The only way to truly defeat this is by spreading awareness, thereby making it ineffective. So if you have someone in your life who's older that means a lot to you, please educate them or even share this video with them. I put some resources in the video description if you've been exposed to fraud, but all the experts agree it's much better to not be reactive here, but proactive by spreading awareness and understanding what this looks like. And speaking of being proactive, I will close with some good news, which is that thanks to Jim, who explains how he did it in a video he just released on his channel, we have the identifying information of the folks over in India who scammed our girl Phyllis. And by the way, everyone in India hates these guys too. And so over the next year, of course, working with the proper authorities, we'll be executing a multi-phased operation that will be, as always, relatively harmless. And I don't want to give too much away, but we already have some informants working for us in some of these call centers, and the first phase might include a door handle and actual poop from Phyllis's actual dog. So make sure you're subscribed, because it's gonna be a banger.
This is a scam call center. And keeping this scam call center shut down or on the run is incredibly difficult, even with rock solid evidence. Down to the building, the exact floor, the business that they're running under, and even the names and photos of the people that are in charge. So if you thought all of that was enough, you'd be wrong. You have to have cooperation from the government. And the most difficult thing is that these scammers are running out of a completely different country. Now, don't get me wrong, this call center has had tremendous pressure put on them. Let me show you what I mean. We have been investigating these guys for months and released a video on YouTube showcasing the rock-solid evidence that I spoke about before. Into Vishnu that are running scams back in Kolkata, literally right here at the Godrej Genesis building, another group consisting of Mark Rober, Jim Browning, and Trilogy Media actually went inside of these call centers and set up some pranks.
Yes, look at that. Oh my god, yes. Look at that.
But more importantly, it let them know that we were aware of their scam operation. So here we have two groups, both informing the Indian government with overwhelming evidence of the scam operation. And yet, they were still open, and they were still scamming people.
I mean, it is still early hours for them, or almost 2 p.m.
I believe that the only reason that they were raided
yeah, and it is a weekday, so I think a lot more people usually do that early, probably like in peak times. That hour is usually the hunting and diving.
We found out that they were also running shop.
Even Zach Ghost is down here.
So here's the very last scam
dude, what is she doing?
Before these scumbags get raided.
Oh. Me, it's already clear in my title that I am trying to collect 100 cases, so that's what I'm doing.
Looking for LifeLock support.
What you want?
It says this is an auto debit. To make changes to your
you want to cancel
antivirus, kindly
subscription or you want
contact
to
our
renew
help
it?
support.
We are the help support team, okay? So you want to cancel the subscription or you want to renew it?
Cancel.
So in order to go ahead and provide you the cancellation ID, you need to follow some steps. So you do one thing and open up the Google Chrome on your computer, okay?
Okay.
On the very top you can see the long search bar where you can type something.
Yeah, I see that.
On the bottom left hand side on the screen, can you see any file is downloading?
Yes, I see TeamView.
Yeah, you can see the ID and the password over there.
Yeah, I see that.
There's so many bags over there.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. Now tell me the password.
H as in handy. G as in Goa.
Sorry?
G as in go.
Now I will go ahead and send you a cancellation form, okay?
It says
okay,
to fill
now
out,
you just do one thing.
Fill out this form,
now
you
just
must be signed in. I'm not.
now just put
I don't have
put the email.
Gmail.
You don't have the Gmail?
No. Can you just put yours in or something? Or?
Yeah, just hold on a moment. Let me go ahead and connect you to the cancellation department. He will go ahead and help you out with this, okay?
Thanks for holding the line. This is Michael. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm a little irritated.
Okay. So now, first of all, we will be going ahead, proceeding further in order to cancel the subscription. You need to sign into Gmail, okay? You have a Gmail account?
Gmail. This is. Can you just give me my money back? I don't have Gmail.
Sir?
I don't.
Sir? What are you doing?
I'm reporting it because it won't let me put my information in.
Yes, wait, okay? Wait. In order to go ahead and report, you need to go ahead and fill up the form, okay? And for that, you need to sign into Gmail or sign into your Google account.
Gmails.
Okay, let me give you a virtual
There's no
form,
listening.
okay?
I don't
Which will
have
help
a
you to go ahead and
I'm
fill it
sorry.
out.
I'm not
Just
trying to.
moment.
Your name was Michael, right? I'm not trying to be rude. I just.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit frustrated right now because.
No issues with that. No issues. Let me give you a virtual form on your notepad. And I want you to go ahead and fill this form up in capital letters.
I'm going to fill out this form as slow as possible. So as I'm wasting his time, let me tell you about today's partnership. I want to give a huge shout out to NordVPN for partnering with us on this video. I've been using Nord whenever I scam bait these criminals, and I really love what these guys do. It's super easy to use, and with a click of a button, I'm already connected. They have over 5,400 servers across 59 different countries. So if I want the scammers to think I'm from a certain state or a country, I can do that. And their servers are so lightning quick that you won't even notice that you're using a VPN. I also make sure to protect all my devices cross-platform, whether it's my scam bait machines or even my phone. So go check out nordvpn.com/pierogi for an exclusive offer that you're not going to find anywhere else. They're offering 4 months free with a 30-day money-back guarantee trial period. I use this stuff every day and I love it. Go check it out, guys. nordvpn.com/pierogi.
Okay, now just give me a moment, okay? Just hold on, okay? Just hold on, please.
No.
Hello? So just give me a moment. Alright, hold on.
Who's gonna go drink and vape? Who's going to go drink and vape? What do you mean going and drinking and vaping? Who's gonna go smoke?
Nobody.
Oh, okay, I thought I heard your coworkers saying.
Do you smoke vape?
No, I do not. I think it's actually very bad for you. I smoke cigars, so.
Then you shouldn't listen to that kind of conversation, alright? Just stick to what's important. Right now, just focus on your refund, okay?
Okay,
Let whoever wants to smoke,
Rox,
smoke.
can you check
If
orders
anyone
of
wants
loss?
to smoke vape, let them smoke vape. They will die soon, that's it. But right now, we need to finish our work, alright?
I didn't want them to die. That's why I was saying. What's Polygon? Hello?
What is Polygon?
Yeah.
Who is that?
This is Wilson Carter. Who is this?
Okay, now I have successfully sent all the informations for the verification and the refund will be processed soon. But before that, in order to go ahead and process with the refund, I will go ahead and make you connect with one of the refund department officer.
That's not one of the ones that smokes the vape, is it?
It could be. Give me a moment, okay?
You might have heard in the background the scammers were talking about Polygon Technologies, which is in the crypto space. Now, I brought it up to the scammers and they seemed pretty nervous about it, so it could be a possibility that with the stolen money that they've gotten, they're laundering it through crypto. On top of that, I had a lot of information on these scammers, including their location and even one of the rooms that one of the bosses was renting out of. Now, Jim Browning was investigating these scammers as well and let me know that a scammer was actually taking notes on one of my live streams with the information I had specifically already said about VRM. Now, when I'm transferred to the next scammer, you're going to hear me say specific information about VRM in order to spook these scammers.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
My name is Mike Wilson, alright? And I'm the person who has been appointed for your case to go ahead and help you out with your refund, okay?
You're not one of the ones that was going to go vape and drink beers.
Who's going to drink beer?
I don't know, I heard someone at the office saying that. I'm just making sure you guys aren't doing that while working.
No one is drinking beer in the office.
But you are vaping?
No one is drinking here, and of course no one is smoking vape here.
Okay, you're anti-vape?
Yes. We don't like the big vape corporations. We are completely against them. No drinking, no vape smoking in the office vicinity.
Okay, and no,
Is that okay now?
No charas as well?
No charas.
Okay.
Do you like charas?
My grandson smokes charas, but he's not from the U.S., so.
Where does your grandson get charas from?
He's studying abroad.
So he imported from USA?
No, he lives in Asia right now, near Bangladesh. He lives in West Bengal.
Oh, he lives in West Bengal. Okay. Where is he studying in West Bengal?
He's actually studying at the NIAS building, the university building.
The NIAS building,
Yes.
Do you know what happens there?
Well, he works there. He works for a technology company at nighttime, and he does sales for Amazon. He does Amazon sales. Yeah, for the Polygon initiative. And,
What does he do for Amazon?
he does sales, so he has customers that they have support. He does support sales for the Polygon initiative in West Bengal. He does
Polygon is a cryptocurrency. Amazon doesn't sell Polygon. What are you talking about?
That's how they take payments sometimes. There's a lot of hacking that's going on these days, so essentially what will happen is that somebody will buy like a television or a phone on their Amazon account, call up, and then he gives them their money back. He's trying to go work for the VRM business. That's where he really wants to work.
VRM?
Yes.
What is that?
Well, he's working for a gentleman named Dalmia right now. And
Damia?
yes,
What
and
is that?
and his boss is Mr. Bakchi, Samrat Bakchi, who's his
Samrat
boss.
Bakshi, okay,
Yes,
that's
yes,
Photo
yes.
Public. Okay, I know,
Yeah, and
okay.
they work for VRM. Have you ever
What is
been to
that?
the Salty Business Park?
Where is that located?
It's right near the NIAS building. It's not right next to it. It's very close, though.
Okay, okay. And do you have any YouTube channel?
I mean, I follow them, but I don't have one. Why?
So what do you do for your living?
I'm retired.
You're retired, right? So you don't have, like, you know, anything to do, so that is the reason, like, you are wasting time with us.
What do you mean
right?
wasting time?
Yeah, it seems
You
like
asked
you're
me the
wasting your time
question
and our
about my
time.
grandson, where he was. I told you he's at NIAS.
You were talking about something like charas, right?
Yeah, charas. That's what he smokes when he's having fun with his friends.
Oh, okay. And what is the good name of your grandson?
It's Rajesh Gonka.
Rajesh Gonka is your grandson, right?
Yes. So you guys are creating what, a cryptocurrency with Polygon? Oh, you didn't like that. Dang it.
Hello.
Yes, I'm looking for room 306, office 306, please.
Real sex, what?
I'm looking for the gentleman in office 306.
You're breaking up.
I'm looking for the gentleman in office 306.
What?
Oh my gosh. How did he know they said? I'm gonna call back.
Hello.
Hello, I'm looking for the gentleman in office 306, please.
What is the name?
Rajesh Gonka.
Rajesh Gonka? Who's
Yes, the gentleman I was speaking with in 306.
that? This is a gas station you're calling.
No, it's not. Are you in Salty? Are you in Salty Business Park?
Yes.
You are? Okay, that's what I was
Yes,
thinking.
okay.
Or are you in the Eco Station?
You want to come?
Are you in Eco Station or
You want to come
Salty?
down?
I mean, I'd love to. Is that an invite?
What? Mara.
So, no. Tamisa Bakado. Oh, he doesn't like that. He does not like that.
Thanks for calling Norton. This is Edward. How may I help you?
Hi, Edward. I'm actually I do apologize for this. Is Mr. Bakchi in today?
Sorry, come again?
Is Mr. Bakchi in today?
Sir, you are talking in Norton, sir.
Correct. Is Mr. Bakchi working today or no? Samrat Bakchi?
Whom you're looking for?
Samrat Bakchi. I'd like to speak with Samrat Bakchi.
That's the wrong number.
No, I know that's not the wrong number. I know that you work for Bakchi. I'd like to speak with him.
It's the wrong number.
I know he's. He said, "Don't pick up. Don't pick up." Utana.
Hi, this is James.
Hey, James.
How may I help you?
Sorry about that. I'm actually. You guys are on 306, right?
Sorry, what?
You guys are in 306, right?
306 what?
Yes. 306 at the Salty Business Park. Or are you in Eco?
Salty Business Park?
Yes. Or are you in Eco Station?
First, you decide what the name is.
I'm just asking
You
which
just
one.
changed the
I have
name
2 names.
3 times.
Correct. No, I
No.
haven't changed it 3 times. I changed it twice.
But you did it twice.
Business Park. 306. You're in 306, not? Are you not in 306? Or are you still on floor 11?
What
You guys
306? You're not able to specify.
So are you in 306 or are you on floor 11 still?
306 what? What is 306?
Room 306.
I'm not in a hotel.
I know you're not in a hotel. You're in the Salty Business Park.
I only eat salty snacks.
You're in
There
the
is no
Salty Business Park. I know you
Park.
are. I know you're in Salty Business
No,
Park.
no, salty snacks.
SALTEE. Salty Business Park.
No, SALTY peanuts.
Nope, you're in Salty Business Park, and I want to talk to. Is Dalmia there? I know that that Rajesh is a little bit nervous. I couldn't get the words out of my mouth. They're very salty right now. We'll let that simmer for a little bit. We'll call another scammer. We let these scammers simmer for a little while, and they ended up getting shut down. I can promise you they will be back in some capacity, so it's important to protect yourself. Get something that will block these scam calls and text messages. Here we use Nomo Robo. So please be safe out there. This has been Pierogi with Scammer Payback, saying don't get scammed.
Oh, hell no. No way someone's gonna end my face.
What?
Jesus, you stink.
What?
Get your feet out of my face.
How you smelling underwater, bro?
Bro, this fucking guy's so weird. What the fuck? Reckons he can smell underwater.
How are you talking underwater?
Why are you talking underwater now? What's your back?
Bro, kid, you're weird.
What's that?
How do they not have a face
Juicy, juicy.
mask? Give a mask underwater. That's the
Strong, I
question.
can smell it through my mask.
No one cares.
Bro, shut up, man. What the fuck?
Did you shower this morning?
Yeah, I'm
Bro,
starting.
less talking, more fucking diving. Just shut up, man.
What's going on?
This is funny.
I got 3 hoarding cases, like, I think I'm okay.
Nobody cares, bro.
Facts.
Watch your back, alright?
You a bit quiet, mate.
Watch your back, alright?
Fuck up, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, boy.
Fuck, he's got me shaking in my boots,
someone
boys. What the
shat in
hell?
your pants? It smells like
I was
shit.
diving just before, and Crisp came up to me. He's like, "Oh, what was that on Twitter last night?" And I just played down. I'm like, "Oh, what do you mean? Did you not see it?" Like, nah, I flew out early.
Why does a bald guy actually have a thick booty, bro? Like, what?
What the fuck? Bro, can you shut the fuck up, man? Holy fuck, you talk so much.
We'll be seeing this later.
Shut up. Go take a shower.
Smell like shit.
What?
Okay, little squeaker.
Bro, you sound talk so much, bro.
Maybe because you're 12.
Yeah, facts.
Not as much as your mum and bed, cuz.
Oh, what a comeback, mate. Oh my god.
Holy
crazy. Like I haven't heard that from every single 12-year-old ever.
Get him, boys, get him.
Dude.
It's your booty thick.
Oh, I don't know what type of fish I smell. Ugh.
What the fuck? kid. I wonder if he's gonna rile up the others.
How's that bucket hat not fell off underwater?
Imagine not being able to do a backflip underwater.
Cow, can I milk you?
Whoa! What? Dude. This kid.
Let us know when you go onto the shore. Oh yeah.
You will? You will? What does that smell?
fucking sharks everywhere here. What are you all doing here?
Your friends, not you.
Well, I just killed 2 sharks to get here.
Mate, no, I don't know where you're coming from.
Fucking machine.
I'll load you up just for his effort. Probably comes concrete gun. It's hectic.
I've got, nah, those meats, I've got bloody 1,000 of them. That's good once you got a collection. Hey, I'll find you one day. Can't stole me, man. Shut up, Joe. Don't touch me, mate. Shut up. Don't touch me, oyster, mate, cunts. You live sucking dick, man. Yeah, that's true.
I just seen you, mate. I know it's you, man.
Stop following me, bro. You just. Who's this
$11
cow
to
here?
steer if you want.
Freaking hell.
Cuddle me. I like being a little food for you.
So honestly, did you guys see sharks on the way to here?
You got a problem with me, mate?
Sea cows.
Got a problem with you wear the fucking cow outfit?
No.
Mate, you offer price on cars over here, mate? It's got a fucking waterproof button down here.
I left the Hoarding case here. Did anyone find it by any chance? Hey guys,
Pretty
let's
good.
plant some normal hard cases here. Empty ones. Watch everyone bloody go crazy.
That would be so mean.
I know, huh?
There's a distinct difference with the cases.
Is there actually?
Yeah, but when you're on the high and just looking for them, you won't bloody pick it up the difference, would you?
No, someone probably actually think they'd get one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, well, I just found one on the floor here. Done.
I just found my second one. Thank fuck.
You've got to hand over one. You can only hold one at a time, guys.
Yeah, no thank you.
Tom's sexy.
I've been down here too long and I haven't got one. I just found two.
Haha, I've got oyster meat.
Haha.
Nothing wrong with the power bottom.
Exactly, boss. I like it. You know? It's kind of my kink. I like a little power button. You know?
Is that Raven's voice I can hear in here?
I didn't even speak. It was Clarissa he was hearing.
You know, see, boys.
Yeah, sniff it, Tom. Sniff it.
Yeah.
Right, it smells good, doesn't it?
Oh, who just farted?
It's me, sorry, boss.
That's
Trying to get Tom with a little muffin.
That's all right, that's all right.
Yeah, like that one, Tom.
Hey.
Are we all just going to stay here for the blackout, or are you going to head back? Bloody hell, 15 scrap metal. Has anyone got a boat here that can give me a ride out here? Stick your towels in where it fits, mate. Right up there with no lube, right? Peaches, 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 peaches.
Right here. It's this one. It's this one. Yay! I got it. I got it. I got it, guys. I got it. Oh, it's last search. Jack shit. I'm stopping someone.
Here comes Tommy. Wow, 2 GoPros.
Imagine if it was a hard luck case like in the last search before I take it and then whoop.
Oh, hell yeah. Gold coin. Yeah, baby.
Oh. There we go. Oh. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end this. I gotta go to bed anyways. To write. Oh, what? Is there nobody streaming FDG? Oh. How about this person? Who's this person? I don't know about following them. He plays in a different...
Two pink cage, bro. That's a motel. They're like $5,000. I gave you 50. I gave you 10 motels.
Okay, well...
10 pink cages.
I'll go ahead and just rate this person.
I highly doubt you did with 2 hours playtime,
Yep,
bro.
that's all I got on my... Well, yeah, I found 2 and 2 each, so... Yeah.
And like I said, like when it all got wiped, there was a thing out that said
Aterix.
nothing's being lost. Everybody gets their stuff.
The next time, guys. Thanks for the tune in. Good night.
But if you were fucking playing the server actively, you'd know that and you would have got your stuff back and you wouldn't even be